Here we are. I got to get up the music, by the way. Gonna pull up some music for the game today. Perfect. I am so happy. Whew. Okay, we got this moving. We got this grooving. I am super excited. I hope that you guys are as well. It is great to see you guys in here back at it for another live stream. Nationers, today we are going against the Chicago Bears. The Raider Nation, the Las Vegas Raiders, will be taking on the Chicago Bears in their Week 4 matchup. I am super excited about this. By the way, Jordan, great to see you in here. I got the game pulled up. Hopefully the music's not too loud. I need to notify the Discord that this is going down, so allow me to do that really fast because there are some great games going on, by the way. There are some fantastic games going on. Let me do just Nationer. Yeah, by the way, Jordan, welcome back again. How are you doing today? Great to see you in here. I also need to run a poll. Oh, crap. I'm going to have to do this in here. This isn't too bad. Poll. Who wins today's game? Raiders, Bears. Perfect, perfect, perfect. There we go. Now I can pop out the chat. There we go. Also, oh, you know what I also need to do before I forget? I need to change the chat font. Streamlabs. I need to change the chat font, by the way. I do need to do that. But Jordan, great to see you in here. I'm glad to hear that you're doing good. How are you? I am doing well. Doing quite well. Oh, no, hold on. Not that account. Not that account. YouTube. Jed Hathaway Plus. There we go. We got Stream Elements. I thought about changing back to Stream Elements, and I probably will next week. I do need to change the chatbot color because it is black, and I need it to be white. So let's go ahead and change that here. That should reload over here. So if you guys are chatting, oh, perfect. Poll coming through. Okay, perfect. We got that looking good. We got the music looking good. Oh no, did Baker Mayfield just throw a pick? No, my fantasy. It's not like I'm losing. Raiders watch Week 4 watch party. There we go. Perfect. How do you guys like the thumbnail, by the way? I don't know if you guys got a chance to check out the thumbnail, but I figured I would make something a little bit more unique, something a little bit better in my eyes. And so I decided that was something that we were going to do. But yeah, I'm currently watching the Eagles and Tampa Bay game. That's currently the game that I'm watching. There are a ton of games on right now. Looking at some of the score lines, Carolina is losing. Sorry, Manny. Detroit is whooping the Browns. Sorry, boss. Philadelphia, again, is up 31-23 against Tampa Bay. They're getting the ball at the 20, and that's going to go for a loss of 3. Buffalo is up 9 points, but they do have the ball with 3 minutes left, so it looks like they will win as long as they can get this first down. Atlanta, 34 points against the Commanders. Wow. Okay. Houston. You're telling me the Texans didn't even score a point? 26-0. You're telling me the Texans didn't score a single point? Oh my gosh. Cam Ward threw for 108 yards. Calvin Ridley, man, I was so high up on you. I drafted you in my fantasy. The Giants are also up. They have about 5 minutes left, so I'm probably going to tune into that game while we wait here, of course, because that game is actually going pretty good. However, Nationers, it is great to see you in here. Junior, what is good? Welcome in. How are you doing today, Junior? Great to see you in here. If you guys haven't already, make sure to hit that like button. Help support this stream and get promoted out to people potentially looking it up. So I'm going to be tuning in. But hopefully you guys do like this brand new thumbnail that I came up with. But Junior, how are you? Great to see you in here. Welcome in. Welcome in. Raiders are definitely going to win this game today. They should. And so with that, as I'm watching the Chargers and Giants games, it's 3rd and 9 right now. We're going to get into some of the Week 4 updates, some things to kind of note before we get into this game. And then most importantly, some storylines that I think are going to be very pivotal for a win. Justin Herbert back to pass, and he's going to get sacked. He's going to get sacked. Wow. Brian Burns. Wow, what a sack, man. Giants fans are going crazy. And yes, sad, everyone in my backups of fantasy had 15 points. One has 30, and they're all on your bench. Oh, that's got to be heartbreaking. That's always a heartbreaking feeling. By the way, C-Matter, what is good? How you doing today? Great to see you in here. So, with that sack that we just saw on the Chargers, mind you, we're not in the game yet. We're going against the Bears and whatnot. I want to let you guys know some things going into this game that kind of trickle in from last week. And again, of course, the storylines that I think are going to be very important for a potential victory for the Raiders. But C-Matter can stick around right now. Oh, can or can't? Oh, I'm assuming can't. But I'm at a friend's birthday party. Well, happy birthday to your friend, C-Matter. It's great to see you in here. And thank you, by the way, for even popping in, especially with, you being at a friend's birthday party. So thank you. I do appreciate your support, by the way, C-Matter. And Junior, who's on your bench right now? Who do you got? By the way, Jared Bronger, what is good? How you doing today? So, some week 4 updates to note. Michael Mayer, someone that was playing in the Bears game, and I think around in that second quarter, he did suffer a concussion. That concussion is lingering and will continue to put him out. And so the Raiders have ruled him out for today's matchup against the Bears. That means that 2 tight ends have actually gotten activated. That is going to be Carter Runyon and Titan Albert Owuig-Bunim. Bunim. It's a long last name that I don't know if I've ever pronounced before, so my apologies. I'm butchering that. On top of that, those are the 2 tight ends that we have activated. So we hope to see maybe a little bit of their lineups because technically our 3rd string quarterback, or 3rd string tight end, that is, is Ian Thomas. He isn't so much that guy that is that big burly guy. He's just a tall, skinny hooper. And so it will be interesting to see how that fullback position that Michael Mayer typically plays will be filled with him out. So, with that, Junior, also, wait, did you have Jaylen Warren? It's got to be Jaylen Warren, right? I know that there were some things that he might play, he might not play. You also have Kenneth Gainwell. Yes, my sister has him. Dallas Goedert got a lot of touches, and Jordan Addison. I saw he got like a big pass at the very end of the game that almost went for a touchdown. Okay, I remember hearing something about Jalen, so that makes sense why Kenneth Gainwell got so many points. So, with that, here are the inactives, the people that are going to be out for this game. That is cornerback DeCamerion Richardson. He will be out. Michael Mayer, who I just mentioned. Running back Zamir White. We have lineman Charles Grant and Caleb Rogers. Defensive lineman Lakai Fote, who is out. And Tonka Hemingway is also out for today's game. Now, this is not a huge hit, but with Zamir White, you probably wonder, well, Ashton Jeanty is a starting running back. Zamir White is typically getting carries. He's typically getting snaps. So who is going to fill in for him since he is out? Well, Raheem Mostert, somebody that we acquired in the free agency process, he will finally be activated for today's game. He will be our 2nd string running back right behind our rookie running back, Ashton Jeanty. So, all that to say, there is something to note. Jeremy Chinn, he is our safety. Jeremy Chinn was limited in our Wednesday practice, the Raiders Wednesday practice. So coming off our game on Sunday, he was limited Wednesday, but he did have full practice the rest of the week. But that is basically all that we know in terms of his injury or whatever kept him out from a full practice on Wednesday. And yes, rest in peace, Charles. Why he injured? Why is Charles Grant injured? That is a great question. He's just ruled out. I don't exactly know why. Some people are typically ruled out just because it is just the way that it is with injuries. So, with that being said, Nationers, okay, with that being said, I have some storylines that I want to talk about, some statistics that I think are important. As of right now, guys, you guys are going to see the Chargers and the Giants game right here because this is the game that I'm watching. It is 21-18 Giants. They are at a 3rd and 5. Jackson Dart, rookie quarterback, he's in for his first start. They have a bunch trip left formation. They have 11 personnel with 3 wide receivers out. Bunch formation on the left. Jackson Dart looking left, looking across the middle. And he gets him. He gets the tight end. Johnson. Wow. Oh, wow. He's definitely down. The Colts actually play at 1 o'clock. So they will be playing in this next slate that we're about to start up. They're probably starting their game right now. They're going against the Rams. Yeah, their game starts basically right now. I can pull up that game cast right now, as you can see here. This is that. So, all of that to say, we're going to keep it on the Giants and Chargers game, so you guys will be able to see the play-by-play right down here. In the meantime, on top of that, one thing that I do want to note, that's definitely a catch. He didn't lose the ball before he came out. No? Yeah, he's down. Okay. So, some storylines to talk about, because if you guys have been tuning into some of these watch parties, you guys probably have heard my frustration with our offensive line. If you're a Raiders fan or anything that keeps up with football, you guys have probably seen how bad this offensive line has been. This offensive line is run by head coach Pete Carroll's son, and he is the offensive line coordinator. He's not done a great job. A lot of people have called for his head to get axed, basically a metaphor for him to get fired, which is kind of hard because, you know, he is the head coach's son. You know, it does kind of feel like it is a package deal in a way. So with that, Chip Kelly, who is our offensive coordinator, he's obviously the guy that also runs the offensive line because of that, you know, parent coordinator. So Chip Kelly, he was a Oregon head coach. He had a stint in Philadelphia. Didn't really work out in the quote-unquote big leagues, as they call it. And so Chip Kelly finally comes in as the offensive coordinator for the Raiders. Now, he has came out and stated that Jackson Powers Johnson, he loves that his size and his toughness is great for a right guard spot. Now, this is interesting because last season, JPJ, or Jackson Powers Johnson, he was our starting center last year. So even I was confused when we moved him to guard. Now, one of the cool things is that he's listed as a C/G, which means he could play center, which means he could play guard. He's listed as both. He started at center last year when we had Derek Carr, we had Aiden O'Connell, Gardner Minshew. And the unfortunate part is that we moved him to guard under Chip Kelly. Raiders organization are also convinced that Jordan Meredith, our starting center, is the guy for that position. He's going to be the starting center, and it seems like Jackson Powers Johnson will be the starting right guard for the rest of the season, barring any injury. Now, if it were me, and I've seen a lot of Raiders fandom talk about this offensive line, it looks like one of the worst. I want to talk about a stat. I'm going to get ahead of myself here, but about Ashton Jeanty. This is kind of crazy because Ashton Jeanty has been hit behind the line of scrimmage on 57% of his carries. 57% of his carries. He is second, if not first, in total yards after contact because of that. So, Ashton Jeanty has been hit 57% of his carries behind the line of scrimmage. That is a stat that you want really low. That is not a stat you want anywhere near the 60 percentile, okay? So, this offensive line, again, it looks a little different from last year. Colton Miller's obviously coming off a few injuries. He's also looking healthy, but he's also looking not as good as I think I, myself, and other Raider fans would say. So, there's really not much to do. It will have to be a restructuring of the line. Now, I will say, if we can fix this line, which has been a huge weakness, it has regressed since last season. If we can actually get Geno time, he is a good quarterback. We saw that again in last week's game. When he had time, Trey Tucker got 3 touchdowns, even if one of them was in garbage time. He had 2 touchdowns. And they were on the same play, both flipped. So, if Geno can get time, he's a great quarterback. And I think our receivers are great. We don't really have a true wide receiver one. Jacoby Myers has seen less and less targets week to week, but he's also been very efficient when he does get the ball. He's still sneakily getting 3 to 4 catches for 40 yards. The unfortunate part about this line is that Geno has no time. Ashton Jeanty has no time. They are not building these holes that you think an offensive line would get, especially if you watch other teams around the league. This is one of the worst. The Houston Texans have one of the worst lines. The Titans have one of the worst lines. Like, don't get me wrong. I think Cam Ward's a great quarterback, but his offensive line stinks. People on his team cannot catch the ball. That's not his fault. If he's getting the ball to their hands, right? All that we need, and in a miracle world, our offensive line gets it together. We obviously have Geno Smith with time. We have Ashton Jeanty in space. How can we find a way to work around that? That is kind of tough. And what we've been doing is playing shotgun most of the time, and I think that is a very giving tell because of that. Because if you look at any quarterback that is playing in shotgun, you kind of understand that their offensive line kind of stinks. Because what happens is when you're under center and you're having to look back at the running back, you're turning your head away from the play, which also allows coverages and things to kind of open up, but that is not something that we have been playing. And I think that we should run more play action. I think that we should play under center more because it does soften up those defenders. Geno Smith, as long as he has 1 or 2 reads that are really solid, especially against a defense like the Chicago Bears, who let up 55 points or 51 points against Detroit, this is going to be a matchup that I am very excited about because, again, the Chicago Bears are coming off a stout win against the Cowboys. They won 31-14, so they only scored a field goal. They scored 4 touchdowns passing by Caleb Williams. He scored 298 yards of total passing. He had 4 touchdowns in that game. Not to mention Luther Burden III, the rookie wide receiver. He had 3 receptions for 101 yards and 1 touchdown reception. Now, don't get me wrong, 3 receptions. He had a long of like a 65-yard touchdown, which, again, if you're at least averaging that out, it's probably more like 40 total yards. However, the run defense is not as good as one would think, right? They have a decent to all right secondary, but here's the thing. The Chicago Bears defense have given up over 100 yards rushing in each of their first 3 games, their first 3 matchups, with a high of 177 coming from Detroit. That is a lot of yards, by the way. That is a crazy amount of yards to be giving up. And so the Chicago Bears run defense has been a little lackluster, and that is great because Ashton Jeanty, I think, might have a breakout game. This is something that I'm looking forward to. I'm hoping that they can get this line problem together. They're going to need to... What I think that they need to do is I think that if they need to defer the ball. They don't need to get the ball first. I think Chicago should get the ball first, and then let our defense go out there, set the tone, so it kind of puts a little less pressure on our offense. That's what I think should happen, okay? So, Ashton Jeanty breakthrough game. Yes, no. How are we feeling? Do we think that he's going to have a 100-yard game because, you know, let's say there has been a surplus of yards given up by Detroit? The other side of it for me is that I think with Ashton Jeanty's best game coming last week against the Commanders, he went for 63 yards on 17 carries. But the unfortunate part about not just the rushing, as good as that may have been, he has seen less and less targets in the pass catching side of things. So swing routes, you know, little checkdowns to the running back. He's seen less and less of those. I think Raheem Mostert might be the guy that might see a lot more of those this week, but that also could be a huge tell. So what I'm thinking is that with the Chicago Bears giving up more than 100 yards of passing, oh my gosh, Quentin Johnson, catch that, my guy. I mean, I'm going to win fantasy anyways, but Quentin Johnson, you got to catch that. I think we're destined for a breakout game in the run game, particularly. Ashton Jeanty also believes that the Raiders are on the right path to not only his success, but just the success as a team. I had this team going 10-7. They're 1-2 as of right now, as you guys can see. How do you, by the way, if any of you guys have seen the brand new overlay, how do you guys like it? Are you guys liking the brand new overlay? What do you think about it? Mind you guys, we have 13 seconds left in this game. There's a timeout called by Brian Daboll. Malik Neighbors was apparently out with an ACL injury, and I think that will be true. Now, mind you, also looking at this game, this is a must-win game for us. We cannot afford to go down 1-3. We have a gauntlet towards the back half of the season. And just to put this out there, right, our schedule on the back half, so basically after week 10, okay? We have a few games coming up, like the Colts might be a little rough, the Titans, hopefully easy, the Chiefs have looked a little lackluster, and the Jags, right? There's also a bye in there week 8. On top of that, after week 10, we're facing the Broncos, Dallas, the Browns, possibly a good win. They don't have a good of an offense, but they have a stellar defense. The Chargers look good. We lost to them in week 2. The Broncos again, the Eagles, the Texans look kind of crappy. The Giants are like hanging in there, and then the Chiefs again. I think this team at a ceiling could go 10-7. The worst that I think that they go is 5-12. That is not good. Justin Herbert back to pass, 2nd and 10. He's going deep. He's got to get to the sideline, though. And that's not going to do it. That's not going to do it. That is inbounds, and this game is over. Quentin Johnson gets a patch, though. He gets a catch. Let's go. I love to see that. This game is over. Man, if they actually did catch that ball, that would have been crazy. That would have been crazy. Giants win, man. Giants win. That's what we like to see. That's what we like to see. Let's go, baby. Let's go. So, all that to say, super excited for this matchup as you guys... as we prepare for the Raiders game to start, I Again, super duper excited about this one, by the way, Nationers. I hope that you guys are as well. Most importantly, Jackson Dart, the new comeback team. It's hard. It's hard to say. I mean, he had a great game. Don't get me wrong. What did he pass for? He passed for only 111. Like, he, as a total threat, did not do a whole lot, but he definitely carried the team to a nice victory. I think a lot of people are going to look at this, you know, and say like, oh my gosh, like this is the greatest team of all time. Justin, I think the Chargers kind of lost this game, but also when the Giants got an opportunity to score, they did. He also had a passing touchdown and a rushing touchdown, so that's good to see. Cam Skattebo had 25 carries for 79 yards. We like to see that, but yeah, personally, I think the Giants line still has some work to do, to be honest. But I will say, he has been looking good. He has been looking good. I think he's been a great asset to the team. And I think Jackson Dart era starting, what I think they should have done is that I think they should have just kept him until maybe the latter half of the season. But there's also some risk doing that because then like teams are like really good. But he does have a fresh set of eyes, which, you know, could be dire, could be good. But Nationers, it is great to see you guys in here. I hope that you guys are doing well. We're about to tune in. This game is about to start here in about 12 to 8 minutes here. 8 minutes. Channel off air. Let's see if I could find the game. It should be here. Nope. It's just gonna be here. I think we're gonna see it 5 minutes before. So I'm actually gonna keep this game on. Let me actually go to the Raiders game on here. Channel off air. This game's not started yet. I'm going to go over to the Colts and Rams game. I have Devontae Adams on my bench, which obviously this game's just starting, so I don't know how that's going to do. But I think I am going to win my first week of fantasy. I think I'm going to win. I have a 96% chance of winning. I have a 96% chance of winning, which I'm super happy about. Super duper happy about. Kyle Pitts also had a game, man. He also had a game. He had 18 points. I'm thinking about just dropping Calvin Ridley, man. I'm on my team and he's doing nothing. But, yeah, had Baker Mayfield. Oh, we should tune into that game, actually. Where's that game? Give me that game. No, not that game. Give me the Tampa Bay Bucks game. Resume from last watch? No, just give me the game, man. Give me the game. Ooh, okay. 50 seconds here. A.J. Brown got 2 points. It's rough because Jalen Hurts has not been a super pass-heavy type of guy this season, and they've been having a ton of 3-and-outs. Last game against the Rams, they had 5 straight 3-and-outs. Like, that's a hard ask, especially if A.J. Brown is not getting the ball a lot. It's hard. I mean, unless you feel like you could get a better position from somebody with a trade that's willing to accept it, I would go for it. Because I think there's just going to be a lot of inconsistency this season. I think so. So let me go ahead and get you guys to the Tampa Bay Philadelphia game here. So you guys can see this play-by-play. So you guys can see this here. But the hard part is that the Eagles have the ball, though. I'm about to trade it for a pack of Cheez-Its. And Saquon is down after a loss of 1. This clock is going to run. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are about to get maybe 4 seconds worth. They're going to have to get a punt return. But what I think that this is kind of crazy. What I think the Philadelphia Eagles should do is they're at the Philadelphia 39. They should just run out this clock as much as they can. They shouldn't even punt it. They should just punt it out of bounds. But they're going to bring like a huge rush. I just know it. And they're about to call timeout here with... Oh, they're going to take a delay of game penalty. Okay. Yeah, I mean, Junior, if there's like a position that you feel like you could upgrade, I mean, maybe for another wide receiver. Who's your quarterback right now? You know, quarterbacks don't feel like super trade heavy unless it's like a backup. Like I traded Daniel Jones, but I already had Baker. The other side of it, I'm thinking... Oh, yeah, Baker's good, man. I'd keep Baker in there. He passes for a lot. He's had some of the highest amount of passing touchdowns in the last 3 years, the last 3 seasons. So, yeah, I think that's great. Man, dude, the Bucs are about to beat Seattle. They're about to be the 49ers, and they're about to beat the Saints. They're about to win the 3 of their next 4 games. So, there are 6 seconds left on the clock, okay, Nationers? We're about to watch this game here. What I think they do is, I'm not gonna lie, I think that the punter just runs it back. That's what I think that they should do. Just run off the clock and then kick it. But they are bringing the house, man. They are bringing the house. They are bringing the house here. They need a block. And yeah. And that's exactly what he's going to do. 2 seconds. And the game's over. Game's over. I told you this is what they should do. I told you, man. He was running for it. He was running for it. I told you they're gonna watch on the little play cast. Yeah, so they were there and they just ran it back. I'm surprised they took the delay a game. I'm surprised they would have, because then that gave him 5 less yards to run, just in case if 6 seconds wasn't enough. Anywho, yeah, I mean, AJ Brown, Ricky Pearsall's not bad. I have him on my team as well. Obviously, he's got 0 points right now, but the game just started, so kind of hard to know. But in general, probably not a bad guy to go get. Probably not a bad guy to go get. But yeah, costly turnover in the back half of that game. I'm going to go to the Raiders game cast here. I might also sit down. My back's already hurting standing up here. My back's already hurting, and I might honestly just sit down. I set up everything to stand, but I might honestly just sit down. I might. All right, I'm moving my desk down. I'll move my camera down here in a sec. Let's see. Okay, there we go. This is gonna seem a little low. This is I think the right height. You guys. Okay, yeah. Let me now. Okay, now, Nationers. My camera down. Hello. This looks good. Oh, this might be a little bit too high. Okay. I think that is good. I'm going to move you guys up just a smidge. Like that. Perfect. Alrighty, Nationers. Gamecast is on for the Raiders game. We are in Allegiant Stadium versus the Chicago Bears. They have a record of 1-2, but so do the Raiders. Share a record of 1-2. We have a few commentators here. We have Adam Archuleta and Sparrow Deddies. These guys are some great commentators, by the way. We love to see that. Perfect. Okay. Nationers, who do you guys think is going to win today's game? Let me know in the chat. You guys could also vote in the poll in the chat, of course. Now, I mentioned all of the things that have happened in terms of the inactivities, the people out, all of the players that are ready to play. I am super excited about this, Nation. I hope that you guys are as well. Aditi Kinkhabwala. She's back. I believe Aditi was she in her first game against the Patriots? I think she was. And we're on CBS, so it makes sense. Alrighty. Oh yeah, this helps my back so much more. That lumbar. The lumbar support. Alrighty. Perfect. I'm gonna change these to orange just because, well, I don't have a black color on here, so kind of have to take it for what it is. Now, this is also interesting. Ben Johnson coming off his first win as a head coach. Wow, yeah, he's intense. He just did a little. So, man, how many Chicago fans are there? That's kind of concerning, man. Oh, the one thing that I do hate about Allegiant Stadium in general is that the Raiders typically do not pack it out. The Raider fans, man, they don't pack it out. So here we go, Nationers. We are getting ready to kick off. Daniel Carlson with the kick. It's going to land about the 5-yard line. The return man, Devin Duvernay, drafted out of Texas. He was a Baltimore Raven. He's going to bring it back to about, I believe that is the 19. It could be the 29-yard line, but I believe that is actually the 19-yard line. And that means it's going to be a 1st and 10 for Caleb Williams and this Bears offense. Again, had a great game last week. He had 4 touchdowns for 298 passing yards. And it was led by one of the great rookie receivers, Luther Burden III. And what's even crazier is that now, once we're getting into the season, Ben Johnson finding his rhythm, this offensive line for the Chicago Bears improved over this offseason, adding Joe Thuney, who was a Chief last season. By the way, Sunkin, what is good? Let's go. Hey, well, Sunkin, great to see you in here. We have Caleb Williams under center. We're in 11 personnel with, we're in 12 personnel. Means 2 tight ends, or I don't actually know. I got to remember. I don't know if it's 2 running backs or 2 tight ends. I don't remember which one is which. I'm just not even going to call it like that. Because I know that how I describe it isn't like common knowledge. But yes, I don't watch football, but I got to go with your city Bears. And that is completely fair. And I understand if that's what you do. I understand. I am here for you when you guys eventually lose, Sunkin, okay? But that was a run up the middle for about 2 yards. Now we have bunch left formation, wide receiver sets. Number 14, Alamaze Zacchaeus in motion. A little swing route to DeAndre Swift. That is DJ Moore, number 2, on the little swing route. He will go for about 4 yards. 5 yards here. It's 3rd and 3. Can we get them on a 3 and out? Also, key inactives, Darnell Wright, outside linebacker, or O-line, out with an elbow injury. And Colston Loveland, he's out with a hip injury, tight end for Chicago. And he is in street clothes, so he's not even going in. He's not even going in. Okay, so here we go, Nationers. We have tight end right side formation, left side formation, 2 wide receivers set. One to the right, one to the left. Running back snaps the ball. Play action. We get to him. Thomas Booker, get there. Get there, Thomas. Get there, Max. And DeAndre Swift drops it. Let's go. I don't think he was anticipating the pass. We almost got to Caleb. We almost got our first sack on the first possession of the game. But a little play action stunt. Caleb Williams kind of rolls out right, looking to pass. But Thomas Booker was right in his face, which I love to see. And DeAndre Swift just does not catch it. He could have definitely gone for the yards. Max Crosby was about to lay the blow onto Caleb Williams. And now, here we go. We got Trey Tucker again. He had 145 yards, career high last week with 3 touchdowns to go with it. He is our return man here. Punter Taylor punts it. Going to be on the left side of the field. Trey Tucker has plenty of room to work with. He's going to take it. Tyreek Stevenson in there. And most importantly, we get back to the 25-yard line. That is not actually Stevenson. That is Josh Blackwell. My apologies. 29-39. So that means the Raiders offense is back, or not even back. They're out on offense for the first time. And this season, by the way, Geno Smith has thrown for 277 passing yards on average these 3 games. And that is 3rd amongst anyone in the league. So we have been a pass-heavy offense. So I'm hoping that we could get some more people involved. Geno Smith in shotgun position. I believe we have 2 wide receivers. Trips right formation. Brock Bowers. No, that's Ian Thomas. Brock Bowers is not it. Ashton Jeanty to his right. Sweep and run. Play action. Looking across the middle for Jacoby Myers. He goes for 9 yards. Very nice. We like to see that, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Nice little start. We love, I don't know what it is, but we love going, we love going to Jacoby Myers' first play, by the way. And eyes on the game, they're also missing T. Edwards, linebacker, DB, and defensive lineman for the Chicago Bears. We have trips left formation, Ian Thomas back in. Where's Brock Bowers, man? Is he in here? Dante Thornton, single wide receiver to the right. Ashton Jeanty moves right to left. Left to right. Geno Smith, shotgun position. Handoff up the middle. Ashton Jeanty, I told you, this is going to be his breakout game, baby. He goes for about 10-ish yards, but man, I love that sweeping motion. I think, again, with a few guys missing on that defensive line, this is going to be huge for us. And like I mentioned, Ashton Jeanty, they're showing a stat here at 146 yards after contact this season. That is possibly the most that anyone has had this season after contact. So we have Geno Smith under center. We have 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left with Ian Thomas on the line. Tight end here. Have not subbed yet. Jakobi Meyers in motion. Play action. Plenty of time to work with. Flat-footed pass, and it does not go for Dante Thornton Jr. Thought it could have been a good catch. Tyreek Stevenson in on the defense there. You guys might know who Tyreek Stevenson is if you guys watched last season, the Hail Mary versus the Commanders. He was taunting the crowd and then, gave up a Hail Mary after that. So all that to say, I'm liking our offensive line presence right now. I'm loving especially where Ashton Jeanty is running right now, where he's moving to the left here and moving to the right, and he's not going up the gap. Ashton Jeanty run up the middle. He goes for about a gain of 1. Not bad. Not bad. 2nd and 10, though. Not a great play call, especially if it's just going to be a run. Especially if your run game has only been giving you like an average of 2 to 3 yards. Sometimes even going backwards. I would just prefer a little pass, especially with how many moving pieces we've been playing with so far in this first drive. So Ashton Jeanty's got a lot of touches. I'm liking his workload here. He's obviously got a first down for us on a gain of 10, I believe. 12 yards, that is, in total here. We have 3 wide receivers set to the right. I think Brock Bowers is in now. That looks like he is in on the left side of the formation. This could be a little flood concept to the left with him crossing to the right. He's going to need to get off this line early. Trey Tucker in motion. Brock Bowers gets off. Oh, and it's picked. Geno Smith with his 5th pick of the season. And Brock Bowers get back there. Nice. Jackson Powers-Johnson gets there for the tackle. Kevin Byard III gets in on the pick. Damn. Damn, oh damn, oh damn. That is his 5th pick of the season. Might be leading the league. He did not throw any last week, but we do have to mitigate the turnovers. We're about at the Raiders 45. I hate to say, there's so many Chicago fans in the stand, man. There's so many Chicago Bear fans in the stand. It was a high snap. Oh, what? Oh, no. You got to go deep with that, man. You got to notice the safety coming down there, Geno. It wasn't too much of a force, but it definitely was. Even Jakobi Meyers didn't even get his hands on it. Might also sailed a little high. Damn. Damn, oh, damn, oh, damn. Yeah, I think that could have been prevented. I don't think it's a bad ball. I think if Jakobi gets his hands on the ball, that's a fine defensive play, though. Or that's a fine play. So that means the Caleb Williams and the offense will be setting up at the Raiders 24. It's going to be a run, and it's going to be broken up by none other than Maxx Crosby, baby. Oh, yeah. That's what we like to see. Maxx Crosby in on the tackle for loss. Mind you, Maxx Crosby is notorious for tackles for losses, okay? Notorious. He's going to eat up this line. He just will. I just know that he will. And I'm surprised they're even running to his side here. But like I mentioned, I think we are going to have a good game here. I think we are. The secondary, it's mostly the safeties that I'm kind of worried with. I'm mostly fine with our corners, Eric Stokes and Kyu Blu Kelly, even Darnay Holmes stepping in at some times. And it's batted! Yes, incomplete pass. Let's go. It was up in the air. 3rd and 14 at the Raiders 28 here. Let's see if we can possibly get a very, very nice 3 and out. Lead them to a field goal potentially. Let's hope, man. It was batted at the line. Thomas Booker in on the stop. He stuns from outside 3-tech and gets the ball batted. It was about to go to, I believe, DeAndre Swift or even DJ Moore, one of the two. They have like the same stature, by the way. They have the exact same stature. So, Caleb Williams here, shotgun position. And is Ben Johnson just taking a timeout? Wow. First timeout, only 5 minutes into the game. This is good. This is great, by the way, Nation. This is what I want to see. We already have a timeout by Ben Johnson, the new head coach for the Chicago Bears. There must have been a look that they did not like from the defense. I'm not entirely too sure what would have cost them or made them want to take the timeout. By the way, Corvax, what is good? How you doing today, my guy? Great to see you in here. How are you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. Boop, 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 boop. But yes, by the way, since when does Jared have a secret channel? I've had this channel for about 4 weeks, or at least started posting on it or doing things on it. So, yeah. But Corvax, welcome in. This is where I do my watch parties, all of my more sports gaming related type of content, and the watch parties for the Raider season. Quick out! Max Crosby get the INT, but he gets the ball batted. Max Crosby, dude. I'm telling you, I had a prediction that he's going to get Defensive Player of the Year. Now, we're only 4 weeks into the season, but this game is definitely a game that I think he could get a lot of sacks, a game that I think he's already had a deflection, a tackle for loss, and he has been breaking up so many relationships so far. But yes, you should react to the Premier League. Well, I don't have too much interest in watching any Premier League games, mostly because they're all like when I'm asleep, which is kind of hard to watch, which I know obviously you're a big Premier League fan, but it is one of those things for me at least. We do have a field goal coming up here, and it's going to be up, and it's going to be good. 3 points on the board for Chicago. But we will get a better reaction with it, Jared, when the Raiders lose. Last week was a little heartbreaking because it was just like, there's no coming back from this. Like, I mean, it's great that we got a touchdown. It's great that we did all these things, but, you know. But yeah, I'm an EFL Championship fan, understandable though. It's just like all the, like if I'm doing any reaction watch parties, like that's taking time away from other things. And this is something I get to watch the Raiders games. I get to have fun with you guys. And yeah, it is just more of a timing wise thing, and just I can't be adding more things to my plate, if that makes sense. But Nationers, how are we feeling after the drive? Do you guys, by the way, is the commentary good? Like if you guys were to close your eyes and I'm giving you guys like the visuals, are you guys I guess understanding it? Is it making sense? I love to know you guys' thoughts on the commentary, the play-by-play, most importantly, because yeah, this is something that I would like to do later in my life and whatnot. So I love commentary, and I'm kind of getting into a little bit of the play-by-play and also color commentary as well. So TP, yes, Corvax. All right, Jared, can you explain how to score points in American football? So there's a few ways that you could score points. You could score 3 points from a field goal. A touchdown is worth 6 points. And after a touchdown, you can either go for a 1 point extra kick, or you could go for a 2 point conversion, which will require you to get your offense back in there and not your special teams unit. So there's typically units that go out there. Now, the important thing to note is that there's a few other ways to score. So let's say if the Raiders are backed up into their own end zone, so the end zone behind them, and they get sacked or somehow they get tackled in their own end zone, that would be a 2 point safety. Now, there's different point safeties. So one of the big things is touchdowns and field goals are the main ways to score, if that makes sense. You don't see safeties too often, but they can happen. You could also get a 1 point safety. So a 1 point safety is if a team goes for 2 points, right? They get an interception in the end zone. They run it out and they pitch it back, or somehow they go back into the end zone. That would be a 1 point safety. So what that means is that there's a few ways to score like that. You could also score on a free kick, which happens after like a certain fair caught ball. There's a whole lot of logistics to it, but you can get a free kick. You get a 1 point free kick. You get a 1 point safety, a 2 point safety. You could get a 3 point field goal, a 6 point touchdown, and a 1 point extra point, which obviously a lot of these bunch together like field goals. Of course, that's, you know, and if you miss it, then you don't get any points. The other team gets the ball. Those are ways to score and whatnot. I believe those are all the ways to score. I believe so. By the way, Aaron, what is good? Welcome back. And yes, I'd understand if I watch football. We have Dylan Laube taking the return here down at the 26-yard line after absolutely got lit up. Man, Dylan Laube, he's a tough guy, but he got lit up there. But Aaron, welcome back. And it is a little bit like rugby. Rugby definitely is very like on the go, on the fly. But then also the points are a little different, and you see a lot higher scoring in rugby than you do see in the NFL, of course. So they're just showing a Ravens highlight. Justice Hill for the Ravens. He just got an 11 yard receiving touchdown. So Geno Smith back to pass here. He's in shotgun position. Brock Bowers crossing the formation. They're going to flip the play. I mean, Dante Thornton needs to get off the line. Jacoby on the line. Yep. Perfect. Nice formation. 2 wide receivers to the left. Tight end on the line to the right. And it's going to be a timeout, man. Just call the freaking play. We had a little confusion on the beginning, and we're unfortunately going to have to call a timeout. This is kind of crazy because Ben Johnson used his first timeout with 10 minutes left, and we're calling our first timeout with 9:47 left. So 13 seconds later, we have another timeout. So with that, England just won the Rugby World Cup as well. That's awesome. Let's go. You finally beat the people that you sent all the way down to an island down in Oceania. You finally beat them at their own sport. Oh, and Wegmans Rugby. Okay. I mean, it's still England winning, you know? It's still England winning. But Nationers, we use our first timeout. Not too happy about that because timeouts are very valuable regardless of the half. They're more valuable in the second half, of course, especially if you are down trying to conserve clock. But to use it when the clock is not running is blasphemy. So we have the same, pretty much 2 receivers to the left. Trey Tucker in motion from the right. Ashton Jeanty play action. Trey Tucker, a little flat route. Going to get the ball here, and he's going to go for 9 yards after getting lit up by Kevin Byard, who had the interception on the last Raiders drive. He stops him about a half-yard short from the line to gain. And that's what I mean. A win is a win. So Geno Smith, coming into this game, he had 4 interceptions, his second most. He's tied 4. He gets sacked 4 times a game. That's second most. But he has the 3rd most passing yards, and he also has the 5th most yards per completion. So he's been balling, I will say. But stat padded in garbage time last week. So we have trips right formation. Trey Tucker moving from that formation to the left side. It's right behind tight end Ian Thomas. It's going to be a Trey Tucker run jet sweep. I love this play. Do not call. Oh, frick! Don't call a hold, man. Why are we holding there? Why are we holding there, man? We don't need to be holding. We don't need to be holding, man. It was such a great play. It's going to be 2nd and 11 now, man. Oh, and I saw it immediately. I saw the flags fly. Holding offense. Dang. It's not what you wanted to see there, especially because we had the first down. You didn't need to hold like we got the first down. Jacoby Myers in on the hold. Yeah, I just got inside of him. Oh, it's a tough hold, too. Jacoby's got to attack the guy. So one thing that receivers typically are bad at is attacking the defender because they have to know where the defender is going. And obviously, if you bite, the defender typically can beat you. So it is a tough situation. But we do get a hold there. And by the way, Corvax, thank you again so much for being here. Hope you have a great day at college tomorrow. And, you know, maybe next time you tune in, you can learn a little bit more about American football. We have a 2 tight end set, 1 on each side. Jacoby Myers and Jack Betch out wide. Ashton Jeanty, sole running back. He gets a gap, and he's going to get 4 yards on 2nd and actually 6th. That might have actually been 5 yards. What? I'm so confused. How it was an offensive hold. How do we not get a 10-yard penalty? It was only 5? I'm stupid. I feel like I should have known. What? Offensive holding is 10 yards. Am I not crazy by saying that? Must have been a little something about it. I'm not too sure. However, we have trips left formation, 1 tight end right. Geno Smith under center. It's going to be a QB sneak, and it's not going to go anywhere, man. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing, man? That is not what you want to see. And we're at the Raiders' 35-yard line. Like, do we risk it? Do we go for it? Keep that offense out there, man. Keep the offense out there. You have to play risky. Yeah, we absolutely got lit up at the line. Jordan Meredith snaps the ball and is literally right in the face of Geno, which is not good. Geno had no, basically, space to go. He had no space to go. Pete Carroll, head coach here, first-year head coach for the Las Vegas Raiders. And mind you, there is a lot of Chicago fans in the stadium, and it's a home game for the Raiders. We have Geno Smith under center here. A lot of people on the line. Ashton Jeanty. No, and he gets sacked. Oh, it's a fumble. It's a fumble. No. No. Yes, just get down. Just get down. I don't think he's down. There we go. Oh, my gosh. Please don't record that as an Ashton Jeanty fumble. Oh, and it's going to stay 0. We absolutely got lit up at the line. I don't know why we would have, this is just my opinion. I don't know why we would have gone for it on 4th down, at least in a run setting. I wouldn't have minded a little passing, a little sneaky get out. But we do not convert on 4th down. We do fumble. We do let up a lot more yards than we should have. And that is going to go as a fumble for Ashton Jeanty, which I'm okay with. I'm okay. But we do not convert on our 4th and down. 4th and 1, I believe. Might have been a long one, but we actually got lit up again right at the line. We've had some great pass protection, but we have not had a great run protection, at least in those straight up runs. It's been really rough, and I'm sure Jackson Powers-Johnson is very upset. I'm sure Alex Kappa is very upset. Pete Carroll's son, again, who we mentioned, the offensive line coordinator, needs to talk to his guys. Luther Burden in motion. Caleb Williams hands it off, and it's going to be a tackle. Very nice by Kyu Blu Kelly. He gets an arm around the waist, and he wraps the arms. It only goes for a gain of 2. It should have been about 1, but that should be a gain of 2, looks like. So we are hoping that with a beat-up line on both sides of the ball for the Chicago Bears that we actually do get a stop here. We have been able to decently stop them, but the unfortunate part is that the Chicago Bears actually have an 85% red zone touchdown percentage, which is kind of crazy. So 85% of the time they made it to the red zone, they have scored a touchdown, which is not good. We also have Caleb Williams on a run pass option, and we run him out of bounds. Kyu Blu Kelly in on the tackle. Caleb Williams talking and chirping to Devin White, our newly acquired linebacker. Again, this is week 4, so I can't really say new. They've been a part of the team for a few games now. 3rd and 5 coming up. Okay, I'm standing up. I'm standing up, Nationers. I got to stand up. I got to stand up. Got to get this, man. Got to get this. Got to get this. 3rd and 5. Also, my back hurts. Oh, my God. My back freaking hurts. Here we go. Here we go. Caleb Williams, shotgun position, 2 wide receivers to the left, tight end right, 1 wide receiver out to the right, tight end in motion, Cole Kmet, across the middle, and it goes for a 1st down. That is going to be Olamide Zaccheaus. He gets the 1st down for the Chicago Bears, man. Why are there so many Chicago Bears fans in Vegas? Why are there so many? So many. All they do is this broadcast just keeps pointing the cameras to the Chicago Bears fans. Where are the Raiders fans, man? What a great play, though. Great play. Had a little slant route, angle route for Zaccheaus. That means it's going to be 1st and goal here. Again, 85.7% touchdown red zone percentage. I formation for Caleb Williams. Tight end right, 2 wide receivers, 1 each side. Going to be a play action. It's going to be a rollout for Caleb Williams. And he's going to get sacked. Let's go. Jermaine Pratt in on the sack, baby. We like to see that. We like to see that. That is going to be our 1st sack of the day. Manny. Oh, no. The Patriot way. Keep pounding. Keep pounding. It's okay, Manny. You guys had a great game last week, though, I will say, against the Falcons, who also, the Falcons put up like 43 points this week. They put up 34 points against the Commanders. Crazy work. Alrighty, 2 wide receivers, bunch formation to the right, 2 tight ends set to the left, Cole Kmet in motion, left to right. Caleb Williams, play action, rolls out left, flips his feet, goes deep, and it's just long for Rome Odunze. 2nd year wide receiver out of Washington. Damn, oh damn, oh. Man, we got to get a stop here, guys. 3rd and goal. I will say our defensive line has been playing fantastic. I think we're going to eat up this line this entire game, by the way. I think we're going to eat them up. Also, there's a guy with a sign that says defense, baby, and it's like a picket fence, and it feels like it's been there. I feel like he's used it a lot of games. So here we go. We have 3 wide receivers out right, 2 left. Caleb Williams, empty set. Looks to pass, and it's going to be batted at the line. Max Crosby interception! Max Crosby interception! Let's go! Let's go! Batted at the line, tipped it to himself. Max Crosby gets a pick, baby. Let's go! That's what we like to see. I'm telling you, Max Crosby, my guy. I'm telling you, My DPOY. That's my guy, baby. That's my guy. Max Crosby's going to single-handedly keep us in this game, man. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my gosh. Wow, Nationers. Wow. Oh, wow. 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 Oh, wow. And yes, Manny, every North Carolina team with a loss in every sport. What sports would that be? Would that be college football? That would be obviously the NFL. Basketball's not started up yet for college. What other sports? Let's go, baby. Come on now. Max Crosby interception. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Max Crosby interception. Nationers, oh, yes! Also, Nationers, we are on commercial break. This is a great time to remind you, if you guys haven't already, make sure to subscribe to this channel because every single week we are going to be doing a Raiders watch party. So if you guys are a Raiders fan, NFL fan, or just a fan of myself and this channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you guys do not miss out on any action going down here every Sunday or any time that the Raiders play. I also want to remind you, make sure to leave a like on today's live stream. If you guys haven't already, make sure to do so because it helps this live stream get pushed to brand new Raiders fans, brand new fans in general that potentially could join in and watch these games. So with that said, commercial break here. It's a Hyundai commercial. Gotta love it. But we're coming off a interception by Max freaking Crosby. What's Max Crosby's middle name? Max Crosby's full name, Max Robert Crosby. I will only be referring to Max Robert Crosby by that name from now on. From now on. So, okay. So college football, right? So that would have been UNC. What is their record? Are they actually really bad? Then we have college soccer. Okay. So NC State, I'm assuming. And then also the NFL, right? And MLS. Who is your who is your team? Who is your MLS team? I don't know the MLS team. That's Max Crosby's first career interception. That's crazy. Geno Smith under center, back to pass play action. Gonna spin out of a sack here. Rolling right. He's gonna run. He's gonna run. Gonna potentially get a first down. Please tell me he gets a first down here. Oh my gosh. Jackson Powers-Johnson just got absolutely lit up and pushed all the way out of bounds, literally cannonballing into the line. Oh, Charlotte FC. That's right. Okay. Well, it's gonna be a long year of losing for the Charlotte Hornets too. Yeah, so we're looking back at the interception here. Caleb Williams looking across the middle to Devin White. Probably would have got right over his head. It was a pretty good zone coverage, but Max Crosby gets there at the last second. Gets his first career interception. Can't wait to see the Bears. I'm absolutely... can't wait to see the Bears win. I'm going to do absolutely nothing, Sunken. Geno Smith under center. 2 wide receivers left. Ian Tom... Oh, there's a flag on the play. Neutral zone? Infraction. Defense. Okay. So we have a neutral zone infraction on the defense. Interesting. Oh, Georgia Tech. Yeah, I saw the Georgia Tech loss in OT. Who are they going against? They were going up against a pretty good team, right? If I'm not wrong. Oh, man. Man, oh, man, oh, man. So that was a neutral zone infraction. Okay. There's a neutral zone infraction for... I think they called the wrong person. Because that person didn't make sense. I think they showed Jacoby Myers, but... Wake Forest. That's right. That's right. Geno Smith under center. 1 tight end each side. Ashton Jeanty back. He's going to go for a run for Ashton Jeanty. Oh my gosh! Ashton Jeanty just picked up a guy and dragged him. Carried him for 3 yards. Oh my gosh! Absolutely piggyback this man. Oh my goodness. So what that means is we are about to get a 2nd and 3. A formation was a formation that I had not seen before, but I am noticing a sign with Ashton Jeanty. When he is back to run, or when it is a run, he's very, very far. And it looks like this might also be a run. We have 3 wide receivers left, 1 to the right. Ashton Jeanty, run, jukes. Gets a first down, and he goes for... Oh, my gosh, man. They are trying to rip that ball out from his arms. But he goes for a first down. That is going to be a gain of about 10? 11 yards. Okay, 11 yards here. But, man, yeah, so Ashton Jeanty going up the B gap here. Not there, but does juke out and gets a stiff arm. And, man, they are trying to rip that ball out from him. They obviously know they did a fumble. Mind you, it was just like him picking it up. So, yeah, Ashton Jeanty here. He's looking well. He's got 21 yards of rushing, which is great. So that means Geno Smith, shotgun position, 2 out left, 1 out right. Ashton Jeanty, play action. Brock Bowers gets it into the flat. Brock Bowers. Oh, yeah, baby. It is second down, though, but I do love that. The intended receiver, of course, Brock Bowers. Nick McLeod in on the tackle. Man, oh, man. That was, ooh. That was a little, ooh. I just love a good hit. I love a good hit. Brock Bowers getting in there, my guy. He's getting boom, boom. So, I don't exactly know what's coming up. McLeod actually, he might actually be hurt. He looked hurt in on the play, but he kind of walked it off, but they are bringing him back out. I don't know what's going on here, why they were able to get water. It might have been an injury timeout, to say the least. So, here we go. Raiders are at the Bears 28-yard line. We have 3 wide receivers out left. Brock Bowers, right side of the line. We have Ian Thomas coming to the left side of the line here as a receiver. Geno Smith calling an audible here at the line. Back in shotgun, Ashton Jeanty to his right side. Now to his left. Ashton Jeanty, Geno Smith. Shotgun, hikes it. Looking back to pass, there's plenty of time. He's going to take it and run. And this is going to be a first down. No hold. Okay. Geno Smith. Like 15 yards after the line of scrimmage, he decides to like pump fake it to a guy to try and get him to stall. Mind you, not a bad play at all. Not a bad little play. But that was so funny. He like pump fakes it 15 yards after the line of scrimmage, and he tries to get the defender to, you know, obviously jump, whatever it may be, but he had a wide open area to run. And now that means we are first and goal here, Nationers. 3 wide receivers out left, 1 to the right. Ashton Jeanty, right side of Geno, calls an audible again. He's changing the coverage here. They have a lot of guys potentially rushing. Could have been a false start on the defense. Or is it going to be a timeout? This should be an offsides. And it's going to be, what are we doing? Timeout again. We're calling another timeout in the first quarter. Man, I hope this does not come to bite us in the butt, especially when we have under 2 minutes left in the second quarter. And yes, Sun King, good thing it's not a Bears home game because I always get food about the time the game is done. Which usually, if it is a home game for you guys usually have the morning slate, but sometimes you guys do have an afternoon game, which you guys do here, which is kind of nice because it's a Raiders home game. So we're going to have an afternoon game, which I love it. I don't have to wake up as early. So yeah, they're showing up on the stat here. Our first 2 possessions, interception and a fumble, which is not great, but mind you, it was a 4th down anyways. We have trips left formation here. Ian Thomas on the right side of the line. Ashton Jeanty, right side of Geno. Geno, plenty of time. Back to pass. Across the middle. Intended for Brock Bowers. Was a little behind him. Don't exactly know what was in on the play. But could have been something. If it was just ahead of Brock Bowers, could have been a touchdown, which would have been lovely for fantasy owners. But unfortunately, Brock Bowers did not get it. I think he was late to break, and the ball, oh man, the ball was just behind him. It was just behind him. So that's going to bring up 2nd and goal. We do have one of the worst red zone touchdown percentages at 42.9%. So basically 43%. We tied for 27th worst in the league. 3 wide receivers set out to the left. Trey Tucker in motion. Geno Smith. Ashton Jeanty touchdown. Please. Please. Yes! Yes! Let's go! Ashton Jeanty fantasy owners are relishing. They're eating their hot dogs. They're taking a bite of their burger. And they're celebrating because Ashton Jeanty gets his 2nd touchdown in the association, in the league of the year. Let's go. Let's freaking go. I'm telling you, man, I saw it. There was a defender right in the face of Geno. Ashton Jeanty gets the ball. Spins out wide, and Sewell, I believe that's Penei Sewell's relative, I believe that is Penei Sewell's relative. Man, we get it. We get it. Let's go. Now, Daniel Carlson for the extra point here to go up by 4. Kick is up, and kick is good. Oh, man. I love to see this, man. I love to see this. On the interception from Max Crosby, Ashton Jeanty gets a second touchdown in the league. I'm telling you, we also talked about it earlier that the pass catching for Ashton Jeanty has not been a huge proponent to his game. He's been very run heavy, run first, which again, for the Commanders, I think that's very fair. They have some great linebackers in Bobby Wagner and Von Miller. So now that we're playing against the Chicago Bears, the strategy does have to change. He saw 0 targets last week in passing, and so it's exciting to see him get a passing touchdown for 6 points. And as a fantasy owner, I'm telling you, I am so excited about this. Oh my goodness. And yes, I don't know who the Bears were. Wait, I don't know who the Bears were versus, I think, last week, but the traffic was terrible. You guys were against the Cowboys, and you guys were playing a home game, and you guys won that game, if I'm not wrong. Let me take a look here. That was a game at home against the Cowboys. Yes. Yes. And you guys scored 31-14. Wow. Oh, wow, Nationers. Wow. Oh, wow. Great freaking game, man, so far. Great freaking game. We love to see it. We love to see it. Doing well. Doing good. Also, we probably should get this live stream out to the Instagrams of the world and whatnot. Also, thank you guys again, all 6 of you guys, so much for liking the live stream. No wonder the traffic was terrible. 10-minute drive in the city took 45 minutes on the highway. Whew, yeah, I could imagine the traffic after a game like that, especially because it was your guys' first win of the season, and you guys absolutely belt to took us. Belt to took us. Okay, here we go. Let's get this moving here. There we go. Raiders versus Bears. Watch party. Let's get a link going up here, Nationers. Let's go watch here. Belt to Tookus, man. 31-14 against the Cowboys, who... Yeah. And CeeDee Lamb was hurt, you know, he got hurt that game, so wasn't moving like he used to. So, gonna get that story posted and whatnot. Man, we're playing well, though, Nationers. We are playing well. Caleb Williams already with an interception. I mean, a little, not like so much his fault, but, I mean, as a quarterback, you got to take those interceptions in stride. So, that story's going up here. I'm going to post it on Snapchat as well. Kick is up. Bounce at the 8. Luther Burden gets tripped up by his own guy? Was it by his own guy? I think it was his own guy. We're going to get the Snapchat one up here. Here we go. Raiders versus Bears. Watch party. There we go. You go up there. Give me the link. Allow pasting. Give me this link. Perfect. Man, I love this thumbnail. Do you guys like this thumbnail? Did you guys like the thumbnail that I have for today's live stream? I thought it looked really good. So any feedback on that is always great. So we have Caleb Williams under center here. 2 tight end set to the left. That's an illegal downfield man. Max Crosby in on the pressure. Yes, that should be an illegal man moving forward. Illegal formation. That should be an illegal formation, by the way. I believe number 15, which just to credit who that was Romeo Dunze. He was moving upfield before the ball was snapped. I think that would be an illegal shift, I guess. Yeah, he was moving upfield before the ball was snapped. You can only move laterally, if that makes sense. So, we love to see that. Romeo Dunze, yeah, sorry. I like his hair grow now. I don't think he had long hair last season, but definitely looking a lot bigger this season. But a game of turnovers, interception, a fumble, and most importantly, another interception for the Raiders. That is the end of the first quarter, by the way. Here we go. Bears need 3 more points or 6 or 7. Well, if you guys do get a touchdown in this drive. You guys could potentially go up 10-7, but that's not going to happen. I'm telling you guys right now, it's not happening. This Raiders defense, man, just from a defensive line, we have been beating everyone on the Bears line very quickly. Mind you, Max Crosby being on the pressure, it was a screenplay anyways. That's going to happen. So the other side of the things is that the Raiders, we need to obviously get the run game continually going. We also need to get the passing game going, which has been a little bit of our struggle. We have not been able to get open. And the one thing is that as long as you just have a good enough defender in the secondary, cornerback or safety, you just can play man. Our guys cannot get open. And it's been pretty easy to just stay on them the entire game. And I think we need to get a lot more motion to see if it's man or zone, how to bust those coverages a little bit more. We've done well, even Trey Tucker. I mean, Geno Smith has thrown for 31 yards so far, which isn't a lot. We've been helped with his run game as well. So all of that to say, super exciting stuff. We are in commercial break right now. I do need to stand up, Nationers. I do need to stand up. We got to stand up, Nationers, okay? We need to stand up. We need to stand up. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We just need to stand up. That's all that we need to do. All that we need to do. All that we need to do. That is all that we need to do. My back's been hurting, by the way. My back's been hurting, so, you know, I'm a 24-year-old with back problems. Gotta fix them. And, and you know what's tough? Is, like, I know exactly what it's from. It's probably from playing a little basketball, too. That's been kind of the tough part. So I gotta take care of my body a little bit more. You know, it's been, like, I could always tell because my hamstring gets really tight, so then my back gets really tight. Might have to ChatGPT that one, man. Might have to ChatGPT that one. I might have to. Anywho. No, that's fine. That's perfect. Perfect. Alrighty. Flipping the field here. Bears are starting at the Bears 26-yard line. 2 wide receivers set to the left. Tight end on the line. 1 out right. Zaccheaus in motion. Looking left. And it goes for Cole Kmet for 5 yards. Damn, oh, damn, oh, damn. Okay, okay. I see you, Mr. Caleb Williams. He has been looking through single sets, though. He's not looking at his progressions as much, but maybe that was just a delayed progression in general. So, we'll see how this next play looks. We'll see how it continues to look. Aditi Kimbawala. I don't know what she's saying on the sideline. Maybe she's just talking about what Ben Johnson had to say after the first quarter here. 2 wide receiver bunch formation to the left, 1 tight end on the right side of the formation. Wide receiver out right. Romeo Odunze in motion. Stays vertical. Stays horizontal, that is. Going to be across the middle for Zaccheaus. He goes down for 10 yards, I believe. And that should bring up a 3rd and 1. Can the Raiders stop Caleb Williams here and the Bears offense? Ben Johnson's going to drop a little play action play for like a tight end on a fake run. I mean, that's play action, that is. So we'll see how this does work because Ben Johnson is a trickster. His 3rd and 1s, you have to give respect to him. Also, just noting, Ben Johnson's also left-handed. He's also left-handed, in case you guys didn't know. So here we go. 2 wide receivers out left. Tight end each side. Cole Kmet in motion. It's a little stumble. Caleb Williams back to pass. He needs 1 yard. And he does not get it. He does not get it. That's going to be incomplete. Let's go. We did have the pressure there. We flushed him out, moving to his right, and it is Ben Johnson. He's probably going to go for it. They did a little stumble like they did in Detroit. But unfortunately, trick plays here are not going to work. It brings up 4th and 1 here, though. What is going to happen here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, perfect. We do have 11 guys out there. 4th and 1. Come on, Raiders. Let's go. Romeo Odunze in motion. Play action pass. And it goes for DeAndre Swift. He is not going to miss that one this time. It is a 1st down for the Bears. Dang. Oh, dang. Oh, dang. It's not what I want to see, man. Not what I wanted to see. Looking at some other scores while we get into this first down here. The Jags are up. Jacksonville's up 14-3 against the 49ers. The Indianapolis Colts are up 10-6 against the Rams. The Baltimore Ravens are up 7-6 against KC. But 4th and goal, hold on, we're going to take a look here. Oh, that was a field goal. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, and it's Cole Kmet open down at the Raiders' 25-yard line. Oh, busted zone coverage. Sunkin, I get 256 gigabytes of RAM today from your work computer. This PC would go crazy on Minecraft. And is that for the modeling, Sunkin, that you're starting up? Damn, that was crazy, by the way. Oh, that was a big play. That was a gain of 29 yards. Yeah, just, oh, busted coverage. Why are you playing a zone there, man? Why are you playing a zone? Oh, it's a tough time to play a zone. Caleb Williams is 4 of 5 for 50 yards this drive. Here we go. Caleb Williams in shotgun position. Luther Burden in motion. 3 wide receivers out left. Across the middle for Cole Kmet. And he gets rocked by Isaiah Palomalu. He does not get the catch. I don't know what happened. Like, he caught the ball. And, like, the ball, like, got stunned when it hit his hands. It, like, shocked him. It was a little behind on his back shoulder as he was moving left to right. Just goes through his hands. And Isaiah Palomalu absolutely rocks Cole Kmet. Because once somebody actually does touch the ball, you can hit them. And he led with the shoulder, hit his arm. I'm sure his arm's going to be feeling that one. Cole Kmet is a big man. But now 4 of 6 for 50 yards. Whew, that is good to see, though. But again, they are nearing the red zone here. At the Raiders' 24-yard line. 2nd and 10. Trips right formation. Run up the middle for Caleb Williams. It's a fumble! It's a fumble! He gets his own fumble, though. Max Crosby. Man, Max Crosby was in on that play, man. Max Crosby was in on that play. Would you look at that, man? Would you look at that? Max Crosby was in on that play. Oh, it was a little play action. Max Crosby just rips it up, baby. He rips it, baby. Rip it. Yeah. And after that fake, the fake handoff, Max Crosby was in on Caleb Williams. And, bro, Max Crosby's having a highlight reel right now. Max Crosby has a deflected pass, tackle for loss, sack, fumble, near, forced fumble in a way. 116, Max Crosby. Here we go. 3rd and 16, Caleb Williams back to pass, and he gets sacked by none other than Tyree Wilson. Texas Tech, my guy. He gets in on the sack. That is going to bring them back to the Las Vegas 40-yard line. This is going to be a 58-yard kick. This is going to be a 58-yard kick. It could have been a 42-yard kick, but no. Man, we could have had so many guys there. That opens up Tyree Wilson for the sack. We like to see that. He's racked up a few sacks this season as well. We like to see that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No, we have too many guys out there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, maybe we don't. Seem like a lot. They're going to punt it, by the way. I kind of forgot. They're going to punt it. And it is in the end zone. Let's go. Bounce at the 3-yard line, and the Bears return man to try and go get it did not see the ball falling. So that means it's going to be brought back, I believe, to the 20-yard line. I believe so. So we like to see, guys. We'd like to see. This is what we're made for, Nationers. This is what we are made for. This is what we're doing out here, man. This is what we are doing out here. Man, it looks good. I'm feeling good. We're up 7-3. I'm telling you, this is a big win. We, as a org, cannot go down 1-3 in total record. We do need to keep a positive record here. So 1-3, not good. Chicago Bears, I don't mind if they're 1-3. They're in the NFC. I don't mind. But we do need to stay even, because we have had a problem of trying to dig ourselves out from the muck in the latter half of the season. We were able to pull off wins, but sometimes we make the playoff, other times we do not. So 2-2, 2 wins, 2 losses would be really nice. So we're in commercial break here, looking at some of these other games. Yeah, still same score. Baltimore does have the ball now after KC kicks a field goal at their own 5. The Rams have the ball, still down 10-6. Jags have the ball still down or still up 14-3. And of course, our game is the only other game going on, which we love. We're going to get the ball at the Raiders 20, by the way. We love to see that. We do love to see that. We do love to see that. And yes, it's a dual 5090 with a Threadripper. Yeah, 256 gigabytes of RAM is going to be nice. That will be nice. I will say that. That will be nice. On top of that, just checking some things, of course. Checking to see how the live stream's doing. Looks like it's pretty healthy. Looks like we got... Oh, a few of you guys did subscribe, so thank you guys so much for subscribing if you guys haven't already. Thank you guys. Thank you, Nationers. Trying to get this channel, obviously, to 100 subscribers, which I love. Which I love, love, love. All right, so that one's technically live. Can I want... This one's actually processing. Can I look... at any... I can't look at any of the stats as it's live. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I will look up some of these stats from here then, I guess. What to see, just because it's always nice to see what some of the like tags and whatnot, where some people are coming from and whatnot, which I always love. So Raiders versus Commanders, Raiders versus Washington, which I think I should have Raiders versus Bears in some of my tags here. Now the Raiders set up shop at the Raiders 20. Bringing out the same formation. It's almost like a wing set. Geno Smith in shotgun position. One tight end and one receiver each side. Ashton Jeanty goes for a gain of 0. Raiders versus Bears. That should be a tag that I have. Raiders versus Bears. Yep. Raiders versus Bears. That is a tag that we do have. Okay, that's good. That's good. These are things that I like looking at. I like checking and whatnot. So, looking at some of the stats from this game. Yeah. Yeah, we have some people from YouTube search, which is awesome. 30% of people are from YouTube search. Wow. Look at you guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you guys haven't already, make sure to hit that like button. We have Geno Smith under center, 2 wide receivers out right, 1 left, tight end right set formation. Ashton Jeanty run up the middle. He goes for about 4 yards. It's going to bring up 3rd and 6. I'm not too sure why we are running. I would love to see Ashton Jeanty more in space. I understand in college he had a wonderful offensive line who did miracles for him. But the one thing that I am noting, one thing that I am seeing is that like the holes are getting clogged on the offensive line. I would love to see Ashton Jeanty on a pitch. I would love to see Ashton Jeanty get out wide where he is in more of an open space. Brock Bowers in motion, right, left. 2 wide receivers set to the right. Bunch formation. Trips right here. Ashton Jeanty, left side of Geno here. Dante Thornton, X wide receiver, out left. Safety backs off. Geno Smith looking deep. Looking for a first down. And guess what? Kevin Byard gets his 2nd pick of the game. Geno Smith is leading the league in picks, man. I love the look for Jacoby. I love the look. But like I said, the safety moved off. It opened the field. And Kevin Byard gets his 2nd pick of the game, man. Ashton Jeanty consoling his quarterback, Geno Smith. Let's look at the route here. So Geno Smith, again, in shotgun position. We have trips right formation with Brock Bowers in the set. Brock Bowers doing a little curl route. Oh, Trey Tucker had a nice post. Why are you not looking there, man? He could have got a touchdown on this. So the safety's playing like a soft zone, basically like a cover 1 high. And so Kevin Byard, the safety, he's basically checking to see where the quarterback's eyes were. And so if they're long, he's trailing off and he's guarding Trey Tucker. Trey Tucker's wide open up on that play. Those are things that you can clean up, but it's so frustrating because it's just good defense. And so he thought he had Jacoby for basically a 10-yard in, and Kevin Byard bites on it and he gets a pick. That sets up shop for the Chicago Bears at the Raiders 24-yard line. They were not here not long ago. Their defensive pursuits get them a nice setup shop. And DeAndre Swift goes for 7. Damn! Come on now. We got to get it. We got to get it here, Nationers. We got to be better than this. We got to do better than this, okay? That's something that we do need to do. So that goes for 7. Kevin Byard from Tennessee, by the way. He's been moving around the past few seasons, but I believe he came from Tennessee before this. He gets his 2nd pick of the day. 2 wide receivers set to the right. Cole Kmet on the right side of the formation. DJ Moore. Luther Burden. Yes! Max Crosby for a tackle for loss. Once again, baby. Come on now, dude. Oh my gosh. Max Crosby is in on a tackle for loss once again, man. Once again. They did this little like play out roll, but it was like a jet sweep the other way. So it's like friction. And they're playing DJ Moore as like this Deebo Samuel role, which I think is interesting. I think it works well for him because he's kind of built like that running back, tight end receiver look. So it brings up a 3rd and 7 after a tackle for loss. Isaiah Palomalu talking to his linebackers. Cole Kmet out in motion. Caleb Williams looking right, looking left. Tyree Wilson held, and it's going to be just short. It should be just short of the line to gain. It should be about a half ball short, I believe. I don't know if the receiver, or excuse me, the referees, the Zebras, saw that. No, what? You're calling that first? What? Oh my gosh. That is a soft first down, I will say. Man, Tyree Wilson could have got held there. I'm not going to lie. I think he's down a half yard short. I mean, we have a timeout to challenge. Pete Carroll is holding the red challenge flag, and he throws it. He throws it. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Come on. First challenge. First challenge of the season, I believe, for the Raiders. Las Vegas has challenged basically the spot on the field. It looked like a half ball, if not inches short, on a 3rd and 7. Oh, Nationers, we have to get this one, okay? We have to get this one. This is important, okay? We have to get this one. We have to get this one. Come on now. All right, we go into game break because of the challenge. Is Jake from State Farm? He's getting swole, dude. He's like thick. He's like thick in this. Bro is like thick. What the heck? I don't know if I've seen him this big. He's a big boy. Looks like he could play in the power forward spot. So, just looking at some of the other games, the Rams actually go up. That game is in halftime. The Baltimore KC game, 2nd and goal for the Chiefs at the Baltimore 4. Can they go up a touchdown? I'm not going to lie, man. This defense, our defense has looked good. Our defense has looked good, Nationers. This has been a really, really fun game. This has been a really fun game to watch, by the way, okay? Really, really fun. So, looking at some of this right now, Max Crosby, I don't even know what his stats are, man. Let me look at the box score here. Max Crosby here. He has 2 total tackles, 2 solo tackles, 2 tackles for loss. So all of his tackles are tackles for loss. He has 2 passes deflected and 1 QB hit and an interception. Like, Max Crosby is doing it all right now. He is doing it all. I love. He's been playing great, though, I do have to say. He's been doing great. But that pick, man, it kind of rips my heart out, you know? All right, we're about to get the call on the field, by the way, Nationers. We're about to come back from game break. I do have the results, okay? So, after a pass for Amadeus Zaccheaus, for a gain of 7 yards, the Las Vegas Raiders challenged the down ruling, and the play was upheld. So that means it will bring up a 1st and 10, a fresh set of downs from the Raiders 14. I do not want the Raiders to give up a touchdown here. I wouldn't be too upset. But, man, we gotta keep driving the ball when we have it. We've had an interception. We've had a turnover on downs. We've had a touchdown. We've had an interception. We got to take care of the ball. Under center, Caleb Williams hands it off to DeAndre Swift. And Jamal Adams is there for a tackle for loss. And a loss of 2, and I think... No, it looked like a lineman for the Bears was down and hurt. And the KC, the Chiefs score a 4-yard receiving touchdown to Juju Smith-Schuster. Legacy game already. Sorry, I'm having runny nose. Patrick Graham has dialed up a fantastic defensive set against the Chicago Bears here. Okay. Stay solid, Jared. Stay solid, Raiders. I formation. 2 wide receivers out right. 1 left. Run up the middle for DeAndre Swift, and Devin White tackles him for loss with a gain of 0 yards. Brings him back to the line of scrimmage. Devin White. So happy he's a Raider, man. This is going to bring up 3rd down and 11, okay? 3rd down and 11 coming up. It's going to be across. It's going to be a pass across the middle for Cole Kmet. I just feel it. I feel it. Be a pass across the middle for Cole Kmet. I just see it. I think we have 4 wide receivers outright. I think we do. Yep. And it's going to be a timeout. It's going to be. Yep. It have to be. Has to be. Mind you, the Raiders are all out of timeouts. We have used 2 timeouts. One 5 minutes into the game, one at the end of the first quarter, and we lost one during the challenge. So that means Caleb Williams and the Chicago Bears are going to be using a timeout. This might actually be crazy, because if the Chicago Bears use a timeout before 2 minutes, if they ever need to, this might be one of the first times that I've ever seen both teams out of timeouts before the 2-minute warning. Might actually be the first time that I've seen that. So, all that to say, we need a solid play here. We just do. We just need a solid lineup. Okay. Yeah, DeAndre Swift outright. Trips bunch formation outright. One to the left for Cole Kmet. Romeo Dunze. Yep. And it goes for DJ Moore. He might get it. And he runs into his own guy. And there is a flag on the play. I wonder what this is going to be. I'm kind of curious as what this is going to be. Holding offense. Let's go. I think we hold them there, though. I don't know. What would that be? He went for about 11 yards. Holding offense. Do you just take it? I think you take it. I think you take the hold. 3rd down. Yeah, because then why do they keep marking Zacchaeus as Jacoby Myers for the Bears? They did it earlier. Yeah, blatant holding. Oh, it's not as blatant as I think I would have loved it to be. Darnay Holmes was the person held there. We got to hold on to this, man. We have to. Come on now, Raiders. Let's get this play. It's 3rd and 19 now, okay? No plays across the middle. Have the linebackers drop back. Cover 3. Nice. And it's going to be DeAndre Swift. Tackle for loss. Tackle for loss by Malcolm Koonce. Let's go. We have had so many tackle for losses today, and I've loved it because throughout the first 3 weeks, all that I've seen is Ashton Jeanty just get wrapped up behind the line of scrimmage. So seeing this I am very happy. So on 4th and 21, it does seem like the Chicago Bears are just going to go for a field goal here, a field goal try. Cairo Santos, he is made from 46 already. Can he make it from, what is this distance? 10 from 43 here. Kick is up. Kick is good. Whew. Okay. Wow. Wow. Woo. Okay. Feeling good. I mean, a 7-6 game. Technically, actually, the score does say 6-7 because it is a home game. So how you usually see this thing is that the away team is usually the team on the left and the home team is the team on the right. I didn't do it that way. I just wanted to keep the Raiders onto the left. So throughout this entire season, you're going to see the Raiders onto the left, even if it's away or even if it's home. We hold them, though, Nationers. We hold them. Oh, my goodness. Woo-wee. I like to see it, man. I like to see it. Yeah, it was a 43-yard field goal. So just to note, anytime that you see the line of down, so like let's say they're down at the Raiders 20, right? And they're about to kick a field goal. You add 10 yards because of the end zone. That's 10 yards. Then you also add 8 yards for the snap, the hold, and the kick. So the kick is technically another 8 yards beyond the additional 10. So you add 18 yards. So, feeling good, baby. Feeling good. I mean, Geno Smith throwing 2 interceptions is rough, man. We got to get the offense going, but if there's anything that I'm proud about, it is my fantasy this week. Just to note, Nationers, okay? Just to note, 99% chance of winning. Ashton Jeanty is 8.5 points. He should be around 10, but he lost 2 points because of the fumble. So Baker Mayfield got me 18.86. Ashton is at 8.5. Kenneth Walker got me 12.0 or 12 points. Drake London got me 25. Chris Olave got me 9. Jawan Johnson got me 5.8. Quentin Johnson got me 23.8. The Texans defense got me 12 points. Oh my gosh. And then also Jesse Bates got me 13 points. We love to see that. Man, if only I had Kyle Pitts in, man. If only I had him in. But yeah, all the guys on my bench have been performing pretty well. We do have a Sunday night game against the Packers and the Cowboys, which we'll see how some of these guys do. But I have 3 people out. I have Jaden Reed out. I have Rashid Rice suspended, and I have Tajay Spears on IR as of right now. But I think I got players that I'm pretty happy with. So all that to say, Nationers, we're about to get the ball back, ready to perform at the highest level that we can. Ready to perform. Here we go. Cairo Santos back to kick, kicking it right. Going for Dylan Laube here. Gets it at the 1-yard line. Perfect kick, by the way. Dylan Laube sprinting past the 30. Hurdles a man down at the 36-yard line. Great field position for the Raiders offense. Dylan Laube, again, basically sprints 36 yards as fast as he could and gets there. We like to see that. We're seeing the Juju Smith receiving touchdown here. Right across the middle, just sit route, man. Come on, Baltimore. Come on, man. Got to get there. Got to get there. Got to get there. Nationers, how we feeling? How we doing? Life has been good. Life is... Oh, the Monday night games, the Jets and the Dolphins. Oh, gosh. We are not watching that. Geno Smith under center. 2 wide receivers out right. 1 left. Ian Thomas on the right side of the formation. Trey Tucker in motion. Could have been a little jet sweep. Ashton Jeanty on an outright run. He busts open. 1 man to beat. 1 man to beat. Yes! Yes! Ashton Jeanty! Ashton Jeanty! Breakthrough game, I'm telling you. I told you, today is the day he breaks through. I talked about it in my week storyline. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. 64 yards to the house. Touchdown for Ashton Jeanty. No flags on the play. Oh my gosh. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Everyone was calling him a bust. Everyone was saying, nah, he's not the Heisman guy that they drafted. Why would you draft him at pick 6 in the draft? Why would you get a guy like him? The offensive line has not looked good, but it's a spread left run, and he goes for 64 yards and a touchdown. Woo! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Nationers, I cannot tell you how happy I am to see that. I cannot tell you how happy I am to see that. Ashton Jeanty goes nuclear. Ashton Jeanty goes nuclear, man. Oh my gosh. Ashton Jeanty goes nuclear. I'm telling you, I talked about in my pregame. The Chicago Bears have one of the worst run defenses in the entire association. They've given up 100 rushing yards throughout the first 3 games, 177 yards as a high against Detroit. And they have some miraculous linemen, miraculous running backs in David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs. 64 yards to the freaking house, man. I'm telling you, I talked about it. In my pregame, I knew it. There was something in the air, man. It was something in the air. Something in the air, man. And he's got a passing touchdown. He's got a rushing touchdown. We were just talking about fantasy. We were just talking about it. It's now updated. He's got 20.9 points, baby. And it's not even... We still have 4 minutes left in the second quarter. Hallelujah. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Oh my gosh, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Ashton Jeanty to the house. I'm a happy man. Oh, the serotonin running through my body. The adrenaline, man. The adrenaline from seeing him on it. I'm telling you, if we could just get him out wide, just move the line. All you need is inside leverage. They don't have to beat you in these gaps. Oh. And mind you, the first play from scrimmage. The first play from scrimmage in that drive. Oh, my goodness. Did you pick up Trey Tucker, by the way? Did you pick up Trey Tucker? By the way, why are you a Raiders fan and a Mavs fan when you live in Spokane? Fandom does not need to lie where, like, you go. I'm a Raiders fan because my dad's a Raiders fan. I'm a Mavs fan because when I first got into basketball, the Mavs, they won the championship. Dirk Nowitzki, Jason Kidd, that team, they were the team that won the championship in 2011. And so when I first got into basketball, they were the first team that I kind of got into. And so Mavs fan, and then they drafted Luka. Luka was amazing. And so that's why I'm a Mavs fan. I'm also a Miami Heat fan. And so because of Jimmy Butler, I'm more of a Jimmy Butler fan, but I mean, I don't really care for much about the Miami Heat now. But, whoo! By the way, 64 yards is the longest NFL rushing touchdown this season. 64 yards to the house. Ashton Jeanty, big deuce. Getting his money's worth at pick 6 of this year's draft. A lot of people criticize that pick because obviously you're going to a pretty bad team. Daniel Carlson back to kick. Bounces. You do have Devin Duvernay receiving. Running this back down to the 27-yard line. So yeah, I'm a Raiders fan because I grew up watching a lot of Raiders games because of my dad. And when he was growing up, the Raiders were like in their prime, like the best team that they could ever be. And that's in a way obviously sparked my dad's fandom and my fandom because of him. So yeah. Wow. Oh wow. This is yeah, so right now Max Crosby has 3 tackles for loss, which are the same. 1 interception and 1 forced fumble. Crazy. So Caleb Williams under center, 2 tight end sets to the right. 2 wide receivers out both sides. Romeo Dunze in motion right to left. Play action. Caleb Williams going deep. 4 minutes left. Takes the check down, and it's going to be incomplete for DeAndre Swift. Thrown at his feet, which I think is honestly smart. Oh, we have a flag on the play. Uh-oh. We do have a flag on the play. Is it roughing the passer? Roughing the passer? Second down. Okay. Oh, your 49ers are losing. No. Yeah, I mean, it's not too bad. It's only an 8-score game, but I hate to say it. It's 4th and 4 at the San Francisco 4. It's about to be halftime, though. Should be about halftime soon. So I'm wishing you the best, by the way, Junior, with that. Yeah, the Rams are with the ball. Caleb Williams back to pass. It's a little slant route for Cole Kmet. He's going to get a first down and some. Goes for about 13 after Jamal Adams swings him down. Cole Kmet. Mind you, that's also note there's 3 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock. The Bears have 1 timeout in their pocket. They did have to use 2 already in this game. The good thing is I have Cam Little, very nice, and Travis Etienne, so they both have some points, which is kind of hard when you're going up against a team like that, because then you're like, man, I want the 49ers to win, but I also want my fantasy to win as well. So here we go. We're talking about Max Crosby again in the commentary here. Under center, Caleb Williams, 2 tight end set to the right. They're double teaming, triple teaming Max Crosby at this point. Little flat route for DeAndre Swift. Fantasy owners are going to love it. Jamal Adams in on the tackle after a gain of 3, excuse me. Damn. Yeah, they're putting 2 tight ends to the right side of the line on Max Crosby just so that they can, stop him. They're triple teaming Max Crosby right now, which is crazy. So with that said, they're at the Bears 45. 1 tight end to the left, 1 tight end I formation. 2 wide receivers out wide. Cole Kmet in motion, right to left. Checking the coverage. Pitch out to DeAndre Swift. He's going to get swallowed up. He's not. He's going to find a gap, and he goes for 5 yards. He's going to be tackled at the midfield point at the 50 here. Whew. Oh, my gosh. We got to get a stop here. 3rd and 2. This is going to be taken down to the 2-minute warning. Game break. The Bears have 1 timeout in their pocket. Calling to play early so that they could get it back once. I think Ben Johnson didn't realize it was a 2-minute warning. Yes, hey, that would be fun. That would be super fun. I'm getting the reps here early And it's been a ton of fun, to be honest, Junior. It has been really, really fun. As of right now, we are at the 2-minute warning. The Raiders are up 14-6 against the Bears. The Chicago Bears have looked a little rough, at least offensively. They've been able to move the ball. They've been able to get stops on defense. Kevin Byard has 2 interceptions picked off by Geno. Both of them on just like, hey, I'm passing to an intended guy, and he's jumping the route. He's done it twice so far. He done it against Jakobi Meyers once, and he done it against Jakobi Meyers again. So, Geno Smith cleaning it up a little bit. Our run game has actually looked really good. The unfortunate part is our passing game has not looked really good. Geno Smith only has 31 passing yards. He has 31 passing yards as of right now. That is not a lot, if you ask me. So something to clean up, of course. What I do believe in is that with 2 minutes left, I'm hoping that we just run out the clock because we actually get the ball after half. Daniel Jones has been going off. Let me check all the other fantasies in our league right now. I got to check the other fantasies, see how they're doing. Him and his 1.3 points. Does he only have 1.3? My sister has him. You're telling me Baker Mayfield had a 77-yard touchdown pass and a 72-yard touchdown pass? Holy crap. Oh my gosh. I'm taunting my opponent, by the way, on fantasy. I'm taunting him. That's crazy. I just scored 100. I have 140 points right now. That's nuts. That's crazy. Let's see. So this game, this one's a 50-50 matchup. This one's kind of good. A lot of people in the late slate there. This one's a 66-33. My sister is winning. Let's go, Caitlin. Yeah. Oh, he's got an INT. That makes sense. He went 2 quarters with under 5 points and went off. Well, let's see if he could get it. Kenneth Gainwell, 31.4. Puka Nacua, 18.2. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 26 points. Matt Gay, 18 points. Damn. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's like Bucky, Irving, and DK Metcalf also went for like 25 apiece. But my sister is predicted to win. As long as Travis Kelce or Michael Pittman Jr. doesn't go off. That's kind of the only thing. And maybe Daniel Jones can kind of go off too. Oh, and Kyren Williams is still, like, a lot of these guys are still playing. So as long as, like, the other team doesn't get a lot of touchdowns, that'd be kind of good. Alrighty, we are back out. A game break here, Nationers. 14-16, under 2 minutes left. Here we go. Trips left formation, 1 tight end to the right. Shotgun position, looking back to pass. It's going to be a little 5-yard out route for Rome Odunze. He gets in a field goal position, but that's not going to be enough on a 3rd and 2. They are going to be going nuclear here. They're going to try and score before the half because they do not get the ball after halftime here. But what I will say is that the Chiefs are up again. Dude, what is up with this Baltimore defense, dude? What is up with this Baltimore defense? How are they letting the Chiefs score, man? Oh my gosh. I'm so glad that I did not pick them up. I'm kind of glad I didn't pick them up. They scored again. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 for the Chicago Bears. They have 1 timeout in their pocket. Romeo Odunze was able to get out of bounds, so clock is stopped at 1:54. Caleb Williams under center. Romeo Odunze in motion. Going to be a run for a gain of 1 intended for Kyle Monaghan. How is Baltimore letting top 5 quarterback Patrick Mahomes score? He's probably a top 10 quarterback at least this season, but the Chiefs' offense has looked awful. That's the thing. And the Baltimore defense is like one of the best secondaries and line. I mean, I'm sure Kyle Van Noy having him out does not help at linebacker, but yeah, the Chiefs' offense has looked bad. Just statistically, they looked really bad. Caleb Williams under center here. 1 tight end left. 2 wide receivers out wide. Caleb Williams looking deep. He's going to potentially get hit. He almost gets out for a sack. Max Crosby on the pursuit. Caleb Williams launches it downfield. That is a drop pass. Cole Kmet was able to wrangle it in barely. Right at his fingertips were right at the boundary, and of course right at the ground. Caleb Williams, man, what a pass, though, to get it down to the boundary. Yeah, but it is a drop pass. Yeah, Daniel Jones has been a stellar quarterback this season. Stellar quarterback. He has been really, really good. Like, Matthew Stafford's been a better quarterback than Patrick Mahomes this season. Like, Patrick Mahomes is probably a top 10 quarterback this season. Like, certainly, I think you cannot talk in terms of like, oh, he's a top 5 quarterback in terms of like his potential. Because if you're not there, you know what I mean? Like, if you're not playing like that, you can't say that, right? Because like, if you look at Daniel Jones, right? Last season, he sucked, right? He sucked last season. You have to talk about how they play now. That's how you have to talk about players. Like, they are playing like a top 5 quarterback. Because if you're talking in terms of Daniel Jones, like, yeah, like he's probably moving himself up in like the quarterback rankings, you know, top 15, moving into the top 10, right? Like, he would still be behind like someone like Baker Mayfield, behind someone even like Geno Smith, just in terms of like what he did last season, right? But the unfortunate part is you have to always talk about what they are playing like now through 4 weeks. And the unfortunate part is Patrick Mahomes has been god-awful this season. Quick snap. Caleb Williams in shotgun position is 3rd and 9. And, oh, please do not call PI. That is too far. 4th and 9. Isaiah Palomalu breaks up the pass intended for Romeo Odunze. Whew, we like to see that. Spine buster. Little high-pointed pass. Isaiah Palomalu gets in there. Yeah, perfect. It was just right instantaneous. Instantaneous. Yeah, I like that call. It's a good no call. Oh, you know what's crazy? I think that ball was actually intended for DeAndre Swift, and Romeo Odunze actually got in the way. We do have a 52-yard attempt for Cairo Santos. Kick is up. Kick is good. But I will say Daniel Jones is definitely playing like an MVP caliber player. I think Jonathan Taylor has been the MVP of the team, though. If you look at even last week where he had 3 touchdowns and Daniel Jones was pretty minimal with 212 yards of total passing yards, like, it is a pretty minimal game by him. But it has been a joint effort. That's the thing. And when it is a joint effort, it is hard to look at it like that. But I do think he has MVP potential. Like, he might get a vote or two if he continues to play like this, but he's not going to be like a front runner, right? Jonathan Taylor has been by far the MVP of that team, in my opinion. Daniel Jones has been playing solid, which you love as a viewer and as a Colts fan, of course. You love to see it. So, looking at some other games here, like I mentioned, KC goes up 20-7 against the Ravens. The Rams are up 13-10 against the Colts. Jacksonville's up 17-6 against the 49ers, man. Let's see some of the box scores here. Brock Purdy's got an interception. He's back in action. Let's see this game here. Matthew Stafford's thrown for 191 in a touchdown. But yeah, Daniel Jones has been playing fine. Ajay Mitchell. Oh, my gosh. This game. Patrick Mahomes is thrown for 161 and 2 touchdowns. Yeah, they've been playing really, really well. Xavier Worthy's had 35 rushing yards on 1 carry, and he's had 3 receptions for 50 yards. Like, Xavier Worthy, having him back is really good. And this game, mind you, this game has not gone to half. The Chiefs have all 3 timeouts, and they're at the Baltimore 38. Like, they could go up 23, if not 27-7. They could go up big. You know what's crazy? The Raiders game's not even at halftime either. The Raiders games aren't even at halftime either, which is kind of crazy to say that we're not even at halftime. You're telling me to check memes? Big deuce. Big deuce. Hold on. Just checking Instagram really fast. Checking Instagram. But I will check memes here in a split second. Nice. Okay, perfect. Discord, here we go. Alrighty, Raiders are going to get the ball with 54 seconds to work with. Oh, what's new on Discord? Perfect. Memes. Uh-oh. Daniel Jones apology form. Raheem Mostert, again, who was activated this week. Uh-oh, big run back, going to be down at the 33-yard line. Raheem Mostert, again, gets his first playing time of the season. He finally gets activated after some non-football related injuries. He was on our inactive list for the past 3 games, so I'm happy that he's back. Do you have a flag on the play? Daniel Jones apology form. Holding offense, that's fine. We should just take it to halftime, to be honest. We really should. I think that's the best thing that we can do at this point. I think that is the best thing that we could do. Whew. Ashton Jeanty, show me that 64-yard touchdown. Show me that passing touchdown, too. Ooh! Ashton Jeanty. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Man, I'm surprised he broke this tackle, man. Most people don't break those hip drop tackles, but he broke it. Jacoby Myers in motion. Why are we passing it? Why the Nice. Jacoby Myers, fantasy owners. Oh, not. Oh, wow. Nice. Yeah, just get down. Just get down. Yep, just get down. We're not going anywhere, man. We don't have to do anything. Just get us into halftime. We get the ball after half. Like, check what the offense gives us. That's what's important. 28 seconds, second and 5. Shotgun position. 3 wide receivers outright. Raheem Mostert in. Geno Smith, don't take a sack. Raheem Mostert gets his first catch in his first play action snap-wise. He's going to be down at the Raiders 31. Take it into halftime, guys. Take it into halftime. We're going to clock this? Well, we could actually. We're going to need a deep play here. Okay, so here's what we're going to try and do. We have 7 seconds left in the first half. It is second down. What we're going to try and do is we're going to try and get a deep ball out to the boundary, okay? Hoping that we can potentially get out of bounds so that we can potentially get a kickoff before halftime rolls by. I'm not going to lie. We should just get into halftime. We should have just gone to halftime. But here we are. Dante Thornton, single receiver out left. We have 3 wide receivers out right. It includes Brock Bowers. Raheem Mostert, run up the middle. Just get him 10 yards, man. Stat pad the offensive line. Stat pad a lot of these things, man. Take us into halftime. Take us into halftime. Thank you very much. Perfecto, Nationers. Perfecto. We like to see that, Nationers. We are looking good, though. We are looking good. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, my IT band is tight. I can definitely tell. That's why my back's tight. All right, standing up. Aditi, tell us what the good news is. Oh, man. We are looking good. We are feeling good. I'm loving it. I'm loving it, baby. Woo! Woo! Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This is what I love, man. This is what I love. I need to go talk to my dad because it's halftime. I'm going to go talk to my dad for a split second. Do not go anywhere, Nationers. The score is officially 14-9 at half. Las Vegas receives the second half kickoff, which I love to see because we had a pretty good start to the game. So yeah, I'm going to go talk to my dad really fast before anything, or maybe he just probably is outside. I'm going to go talk to him really fast. But yeah, great start. That's what I'm talking about. It's a great start so far. Great start so far. That Baltimore game needs to get into half, man. They're not even half. It seems like they did get a turnover on KC though. Let me tune into this game so you guys can see that game cast. Oh, field goal is no good. Alrighty, so 16 seconds to work with and 1 timeout. Okay, I see you. I see you. All right, you guys are getting chair. You guys are getting chair cam here. Okay, don't go anywhere. Alrighty. Nationers, I am back. I have checked in with the father. He's doing well. I am doing well. And I hope that you guys are doing well too. Woo! Okay. Yeah, so we're in game break right now. Our halftime. I'm gonna tune into the. We're gonna tune into the Baltimore Ravens game right now. Why can I not watch it? Hello? 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 Why can I not watch it? What are you talking about? What do you mean I can't watch it? Yeah, there we go. Let's just see if Baltimore does anything at the half. Oh, DeAndre Hopkins, nice for breaking up the potential INT though. We like to see that. 3rd and 4th though. Okay, 3rd and 4th. They've actually drove down pretty good. That was his first target of the game actually. Trying to hit up the Raiders game once we come out of half here in about 10-ish minutes. Lamar Jackson back to pass, looking right. Quick out route for Mark Andrews, but that one, unfortunately, probably going to cost him a timeout. Nice. Okay. They're just going to kick the field goal here. Just going to kick the field goal here. John Harbaugh. By the way, who do we have winning this game, by the way? Let's see. We have 11 votes. Shout out to all the people that voted on the poll, by the way. Thank you guys so much. Yeah. I don't know what it's saying. It's not showing up on my end. I can't vote on it to see. All right, Tyler Loop, brand new kicker for Baltimore. They just got rid of their long-time standing NFL legend. Well, a few off-field issues, but Justin Tucker is no longer a Baltimore Raven. Tyler Loop has looked good during the preseason. He looked good throughout all of minicamp, kicking-wise. He's about to kick a 43-yard field goal to bring them to a 10-point game. Here we go. Kick is up. Kick is down the middle. Man, he looks good. They head into halftime. Let's watch this Colts game here. Watch this Colts game for you, Junior, okay? And it looks like the Colts just punted away. Not too many punts. I wonder how many, let's see. Let's see how many punts they've had. They've just punted that one. Fumble there. Okay, punt. This is their second punt of the game, actually. So I will say the Colts have looked good, at least in terms of punting this season, which I think has been really, really, really nice. Really, really, really nice. So, yeah. Man, oh, man, I love this thumbnail, man. I love, love, love this thumbnail. Hope that you guys do as well. Hope that you guys enjoy this thumbnail as well. Oh, yeah, baby. We are getting into it. We are getting into it. Perfect. Perfect. There we go. Alrighty. Yeah, Mitchell, by the way, he is their leading receiver so far. Adonai Mitchell. He has 84 yards of receiving for 2 receptions. Puka Nacua is going off. He has 8 receptions for 129. Matthew Stafford back to pass. Little slant route for Puka Nacua. He gets 8 yards. Very nice for Puka. We like to see that. He's looking good. He is looking good. Puka Nacua. Had to give up number 17 for Devontae Adams. So he is rocking number 12, something that he rocked in college when he was at BYU. Man, Puka Nacua, oh my gosh, my sister's going to be so happy. My sister's going to be so happy. Let's see what the box score is. Let me just see. Devontae Adams, I mean, he's got me some points. Matthew Stafford, play action. Gonna get sacked. He's going to get sacked. DeForest Buckner in on the sack, by the way. In on the sack. Whew. Just responding to some people right now. All right, Matthew Stafford, he's been sacked twice this game. He drops back to pass, deep drop back. Across the middle for Tyler Higbee, and that's going to be a drop pass. That is going to be a drop pass. Actually, that is not. No, that is Tyler Higbee. Yep. No, that is Tyler Higbee. 4th and 11 coming up, man. 4th and 11 coming up for the Rams here. Not exactly what you would like to see, but understandably, it's how the cookie crumbles. It is how the cookie crumbles. Punted away. Wow, deep punt. Caught at the Colts 7. Oh, brought out to the Colts 24. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, deep punt, by the way. That was a 68-yard punt. You're kidding me. That was a 68-yard punt? Oh, my gosh. That was crazy. That was crazy. It's 68-yard punt. Oh, my gosh. That's nuts. You could not tell me that was a crazy punt, by the way. That was a crazy punt. Alrighty, Raiders game is coming back in 3 minutes here, Nationers. 3 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and flip it back over just so I don't miss anything here. Just so I don't miss anything here. But yeah, man, I mean, Geno Smith has only thrown for 47 passing yards. He came in tied for third most average throughout the first 3 games with 277. So it is a little lackluster passing game today, but I understand kind of why. The 2 picks doesn't help. He's only 6 of 11. We haven't really had the ball that many times because Ashton Genty scored on the first play of one of the possessions. So, also I need to do stretching. Hold on. My IT band is like hella tight right now. Hold on. I'm doing stretches. I'm doing stretches right now. I know this looks very weird, but I'm doing stretches right now. Come on. Oh, that does feel good, I will say. That does feel good. Woo! Oh yeah. I'm doing stretches on my leg. My IT band's a little tight, which caused a lot of hip problems, caused my hamstring issues, caused my back to be really tight, which is not fun. And yeah. Need to continue to strengthen it. So right now, the Raiders do have a 66% chance to win this game. They have a 66% chance. I think what we need to do here is we need to score a touchdown. We do need to score a touchdown. We have 185 yards of total offense. Is that right? Yeah. 3 points, 3 turnovers. We have had 3 turnovers. We had a fumble. We had 2 interceptions. So we've had 3 turnovers. We've only had the ball for 12 minutes. So I've called this game for 12 minutes. Kind of crazy if you ask me. We've only had the ball for 12 minutes. I've called more Chicago Bears play calls than not. Oh, yeah. Feels good. Oh. Lights, go back in. I knocked my LED lights out. Alrighty, Nationers. This game is coming back here in the next 10 seconds. And the game is back. Here we go, baby. Here we go. Here we go. Very, very, very excited for this one, Nationers. Very excited for this one. We're getting a little bit of post-halftime commentary by the commentators here. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Alrighty, Nationers. Yeah, like I mentioned, we have 3 turnovers, but so do the Bears, and we got 7 points off that. That was our first touchdown of the game. We have 138 rushing yards to their 2. We have 185 total yards to their 90. They only have 90 total yards? They only have 90 total yards? That's crazy. I wonder if part of it is because of, like, the penalties that have kind of backed them up, and obviously a lot of negative plays. Raheem Mostert back to run it back, picked up at the 6-yard line, runs left, runs right, gets dropped. And we're going to start our possession off. The Raiders offense taking the field at the Raiders 26-yard line. Ben Johnson's talking now. He's talking to Aditi. So yeah. Wow. Yeah, so the Bears have actually had the second most offensive yards in the first half. And it's kind of crazy because they lost against the Vikings. They sucked against Detroit, but they did well against the Bears. Shotgun position, 2 tight ends set to the right, 2 wide receivers out left. Geno Smith, play action. Across the middle, and it's, oh my God. Oh my freaking God. Geno! Geno, what are you doing? This is the Geno special, man. He's so frustrated with himself. He threw another pick, man. Geno Smith just threw another pick. He just threw another pick, by the way. Geno Smith just threw another pick. Oh, and somebody is, like, severely hurt. And I think that might be Tyreek Stevenson, the guy that just had the interception. So Tyreek Stevenson just had the interception and now is down after the play. I don't exactly know what happened. It might have been a cheap shot because we kind of panned right to Geno after things happened. And it looks like they are calling in the cart. Oh, what a nice, it's a lovely play. You just got to throw that a little higher, man. Oh, he jumped that. It's a decently placed ball. We're seeing the replay here. I'm surprised how he hurt himself. I don't know how he would have hurt himself. It was just a normal tackle. But Geno Smith throws his 3rd pick of the game. I'm telling you, if you are looking for a defense to pick up in fantasy, it is anyone playing against the Raiders. Not because, you're going to give up a bunch of yards or you're going to get scored on a bunch or little. It's that there's probably going to be a turnover, and it's most likely going to be a pick. And Geno Smith, man, leading the league in picks for sure. There's no doubt in my mind that he's leading the league in picks. Geno Smith throws his third pick, man. You'll never believe it. Yeah, that's okay, guys. It's okay. It's okay. Oh, actually, I need to rewrite that. Tyreek Stevenson gets the pick and gets injured. I don't know what his injury is. It might have been like a broken rib. I don't think it's anything leg issue wise. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing that indicates that would have been that. So not too concerned about that, I will say. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom. Ah, man, I can't believe we just turned the ball over like that, man. I can't believe it. Can't believe it. Just like that. Do. I need something to clear my throat. I need something to clear my throat here, okay? And Geno Smith in week 2 threw for 3 picks. Geno Smith, oh my God. In week 4, throws for 3 picks, guys. It's a great start so far. Caleb Williams under center, 2 tight ends set to the right, wide receivers out to both sides. Romeo Odunze in motion. Handoff, pitch. No. DeAndre Swift, a fake flea flicker. Oh, and it's a face mask. Oh my goodness. DeAndre Swift is going to... Wow, what a great play, by the way. It was like a fake flea flicker. So basically, they hand it off. He fakes the pitch back and continues his run. He gets about 7 yards, but it was a personal foul. And so this is coming back after a great play, by the way. A great play design for DeAndre Swift. And finally, they get the right person. Yeah, he gets a face mask. He gets a hand. I mean, it's not bad if you could grab his hand, but he like forcibly turns it. So he literally could not tackle him. Somehow Jermaine Pratt still gets the tackle. I'm looking in on last week as well. They're calling the flea flicker for Luther Burden. That was what the last week's play call was. I mean, I like this play call. Don't get me wrong. I like that play call. Even had the cameraman stumped. Cameraman didn't even know what was going on. All right, so 1st and 10 again. 1st and 22. Caleb Williams across the middle. It's going to be dropped for Cole Kmet. Max Crosby, please tell me. It's going to be dropped. I don't think Cole Kmet came down with that ball. I think that's going to be a drop pass, incompletion. We did have Devin White in on the tackle. Woohoo! Yeah. So what we like to see is a little curl route right across the middle for Cole Kmet. They got right into that play. So, brings up 2nd and 22. 2 wide receivers outright. Caleb Williams, shotgun. Plenty of time to pass. Across the middle. 2, DJ Moore. Breaking tackles. Wrapped up. Forward progress is probably going to give him 15 yards. Be like a 3rd and 7 or less. But DJ Moore across the middle. Yeah, brings up a 3rd and 5 here. Very doable for the Chicago Bears offense. They have a 3rd and 5 coming up. Could see a trick play here. I think we're just going to see a little slant to someone like DJ Moore. Luther Burden has not been involved a whole lot compared to last week. Obviously, his yards look really high because of the super long touchdown. But 2, basically same formation, 1 tight end outright, 2 wide receivers to the right. Caleb Williams shotgun, looking left. And he gets him. He gets Romeo Odunze for the 1st down. Not great. Not great. Not what we want to see there. But they do convert. 1st and 10 for the Chicago Bears. Takes that inside leverage. Breaks out left. Little 10-yard out route for Romeo Odunze. Gets a 1st down for the Chicago Bears. Ben Johnson dialing it up. I will say Caleb Williams has been very linear with his progression. He's been very linear. He only looks in one direction. Only looks in one direction for the most part. 2 tight ends left. Wide receivers out both sides. It's going to be run to the left for DeAndre Swift. He gets a few more yards after being brought down after a gain of 3. Woo! Okay. Okay. Come on now. We need this. We need this. We need this. 2nd and 7. Okay. Stop him here. Little, 4-yard little out route I'm fine with. I get it. I understand it. And I'm fine with it. 2nd and 7 coming up. They've had some very big offensive line formations. We have 2 tight ends to the left. Again, wide receivers out wide. They're coming in with the same formation. This is Ben Johnson. He comes out with the same formation, but has a very different play. False start. Yes! Yes! We get a false start. We get a false start. Please. False start. Offense. I saw the left tackle move. The left tackle, that is going to be number 79. Theo Benedict from University of British Columbia. He is a 2nd year from the good old BC. He is a left tackle, and he jumped. That means it's going to be 3rd and 10. Caleb Williams here. Or 2nd and 12? No, it should be 3rd and 12. No, what? Huh? How is it 2nd down? Yeah, no, because it was 2nd and 12. Right. Get in there. Darnay Holmes. Max Crosby in on the rush here. Oh, nice. throwing it out of bounds. Let's go. And that's going to be actually a loss. That's going to be a loss. Oh, is it not? Did he get out beforehand? Let's see. We're going to see the replay here. Man, we had 2 people in on the sack, though. We had 2 people in on the sack. Thomas Booker and Darnay Holmes. Ooh. His foot was very close to getting out of bounds before he threw it. I think he might still be inbounds, though. So, that brings up a 3rd and 12 here. Big blitz here for Caleb Williams across the middle, and it's Romeo Dunze and a touchdown for the Bears. I don't know why we would dial up a blitz there. That does not seem like something that I think we should have done. And they score on our pick. Damn, oh damn, oh damn. That is not... I mean, that just basically brings man coverage. You fill the box, and you try and bring pressure on 3rd and 12. But Caleb Williams, as bad as he has been under pressure, our secondaries and our safeties is definitely our weakness, at least in our secondary. And it showed. There was only 3 pass catchers out there, and 2 of them are open. 2 of them are wide open. There was 4 people that could have got the ball, and the 2 people right in front of the end zone are wide open. So, Nationers, this game has flipped on its head. The Chicago Bears basically take a possession away from us, and they go up 16-14. Oh, man, we need a score on that first possession. Would have settled it. Would have settled it right away. What are we doing? Why are we playing in a down coverage, man? What are we doing? Where'd our safeties go? Let them stay in front. Don't let the 2 receivers that are running into your zone get behind you. That's like safety 101. Don't let them get behind you. Damn, oh damn, oh damn. Well, Nationers, 16-14. The game is definitely swung in terms for the Chicago Bears. Looking at some of the other games, KC still up 20-10. The Colts are still down 10-13 against the Rams. And the Jacksonville Jaguars are still up 17-14 now against the 49ers. Crazy work, man. Crazy work. I can't... Oh, that Geno Smith pick, man. It is so frustrating because you're giving up 3 potential drives, not getting any field goals out of it. You're not getting a potential touchdown out of it. Like, I'm okay if you go down and you punt it away. Like, I get that. You know, it takes up time, lets your defense rest, but we have been out there so many times, and it has been a very rough few games. Very rough few games. He leads the league with 7 picks in 4 weeks. He's thrown 2 picks every single game. And a little more. The good old Geno experience. Mind you, last one, I'm like, you know what? A great play. Great play. The 2 before that, that's on Geno. I gotta say that is specifically on Geno. Not seeing the safety, Kevin Byard, jumping the route both times. And I'm sure they saw that in their film. And now they're showing a Wingstop advertisement, man. And you know what it wants? You know what it's making me want to do? It wants me... I feel like I gotta eat Wingstop now. I feel like I want to eat Wingstop. I also want a pizza. I will say I was door dashing yesterday, and I picked up so many. Mind you, so many. I picked up so many pizza orders. So many pizza orders. My car smells like pizza. All I want right now is pizza. That's all that I want. So... Nationers, the Raiders are about to get the ball back. We're just watching some highlights, all the interceptions by the Raiders, of course, presented by Wingstop. Raheem Mostert brings the ball back. Out to the 10, out to the 20, out to the 30. He gets to the 35-yard line. Let's go. And it looks like maybe there's a flag on the play. A defender was calling. By the way, Jackson, what is good, my guy? How you doing today? What is good, Halela? We have a flag in on the play. Might be a face mask or a holding call. We're seeing, where's this? The referee's like zone. He's like, no, I don't want to stand there. Holding receiving team. We had this happen before, so we're going to start at our own 25 yet again. This happened in our last drive before half, which is not fun. So Jack Betch, the rookie from TCU, who is on our special teams unit, he does get a hold here. We're going to see a reception touchdown by Christian McCaffrey, a little shovel pass. All right, okay, CMC. But Jackson, how you doing? How's your summer, by the way? How have you been? We do have Geno Smith under center, Brock Bowers out right, 2 wide receivers out left, Trey Tucker, single side receiver to the right. This is going to be a run for Ashton Jeanty. I just know it. Jakobi Meyers in motion. Checking if it's man. It is man. He's going to stay tight bunch. Ashton Jeanty breaks open for a 10-yard gain. 12 yards. Let's go. Ashton Jeanty, my fantasy is thriving because of you right now. Jackson, we need to add me on Fortnite. My name on there is I'm Jared Hathaway? It's one of the two. It's either I'm Jared Hathaway or Jared Hathaway. One of the two. And you know when I was doing the event, I was doing an event last month in August. I completely blanked texting you. So we do need to hop on Fortnite. We do have similar formation. I call this kind of like the spaceship formation. We have 2 tight ends on each side. Brock Bowers in motion. Ashton Jeanty run out ride. He cuts back, jumps, and hurdles over 2 guys. And he's going to go for 7 yards. Let's go. Yes, certainly, Jackson. Certainly. Are you over in Seattle, by the way, Halela? I know, obviously, graduation, like, things move. We were 30th in the rush. Oh, my gosh. We were 30th in the rush throughout 4 weeks, or technically 3 weeks. But, man, Ashton Jeanty, he's got 111 rushing yards. Oh, my gosh. Okay. 2 wide receivers out right. Dante Thornton out left. Easy. Ashton Jeanty back. It's going to be a run. Yep, told you. And he goes for a first down. I can tell when Ashton Jeanty's about to run. I can kind of tell. There's like, he stands a little further back, and I could just see it every single time. So Ashton Jeanty, he's gotten his number called every single play, and he goes for another 5 yards. 5 yards of rushing again. Oh, man, Ashton Jeanty, I love you, dude. I love you, Ashton Jeanty. So we got Geno, shotgun position here. Looking at Pete Carroll. Can we watch the play, by the way? Brock Bowers in motion. 2 receivers out to both sides. Play action. Look for Jakobi. Brock Bowers screen pass. Oh, my gosh. Brock Bowers to the 40. Gets his legs caught up. He's going to be down at the 36-yard line. Let's go. Kendall, welcome back, by the way. 1st and 10 for the Raiders, down at the Chicago 36. Little Brock Bowers screen. I love this. I love the creativity with this. It's kind of crazy because one of the Jackson Powers Johnson got absolutely rocked. He just kind of laid out a dude. Jackson Powers Johnson just lays out a dude. He just puts a shoulder into the first guy that could have got Brock Bowers. Casey also gets another touchdown. Geno Smith under center. 2 wide receivers out left. 2 to the right. Trey Tucker in motion. Hikes it. Ashton Jeanty running left. Spin moves. Goes 3. Goes 4. Uh-oh. Jordan Meredith looks like he might be down. Jordan Meredith, please get up. Well, actually don't, because I would like... No, he gets up. Okay, perfect. But Kendall, great to see you in here. How are you doing today? Nationers, that brings up a 2nd and 7. I thought Jordan Meredith, he was pointing to that ankle, and I was like, oh, we cannot lose our center. Though I would like Jackson Powers Johnson back at center, I understand that that's not the gameplay here. Not the game plan. We have 166 rushing yards. Oh, my gosh. Here we go. Under center, 3 wide receivers. To the right, Trey Tucker in motion. Jet sweep for Trey Tucker. Our speedy guy. Needs to get 7. He gets 5. It's going to bring up 3rd and 2 left on the play here. On this drive, we need to capitalize on a touchdown here. We do. We just have to. Oh, bring in Ashton. Oh, no. Ashton, don't go out. We need you. We need you, Ashton. We need you out there, man. Especially on it's a 3rd and 3. It's a rough call. Anywho, Kendall, I'm doing good. How are you? I'm glad to hear. How has your weekend been? I'm doing well myself. Ashton Jeanty just needs a breather here. Kind of need him here on this 3rd and 3. But I'm liking the run play calls here. A little bit more out wide. More wide of the tackles. Geno Smith in shotgun. Raheem Mostert in. 3 wide receivers out right. 1 to left. Gets a little out route for Jakobi Meyers. And he gets out of bounds at the Chicago 19-yard line. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Guys, we're driving down. We need a touchdown here. This is super important that we get a touchdown, okay? Super important that we get a touchdown. Super duper important, okay? This is huge here. This is very, very, very huge that we get a touchdown on this drive. We've let up a touchdown in basically our first possession. We gave up a turnover, and then they drove down and scored a touchdown. Romeo Dunze, and that was on a 3rd and 12 too. Geno Smith under center. 3 wide receivers out right. Dante Thornton to the left. Raheem Mostert back. Trey Tucker in motion. Raheem Mostert. It's actually a 1st and 10? Was there a flag on the play? How do we get a... Oh, sorry. That was... I'm so stupid. I'm stupid. The Jacoby Myers was on the 3rd and 2. I was thinking it was still 3rd and 2 for some reason. It was 1st and 10, and Raheem Mostert gets a run of 10 yards, which we love to see, man. That means, as long as we don't lose any yards, kind of crazy, we would have given up the most rushing yards that the Chicago Bears have let up, that they've given. That's like a crazy stat, by the way. That is a crazy stat. Ashton Jeanty back in. Brock Bowers, Ian Thomas on the right side of the line. Jacoby Myers switches right behind the tackle. Run for Ashton Jeanty. Gonna get stopped at the line. Just take the loss there, Ashton. That's okay. That's okay. Flagging on the play. I don't know what's gonna happen here. Don't know what is going to happen. Oh, it's on offense. No. No, don't be a flag. And it's probably going to be a hold on the offense. We'll bring up 1st down again, which I guess is not bad. Legal shift offense. Was there 2 people in motion? It's going to be declined. 2nd down. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. Yeah, I think it was 2 people in motion, which you can't have. You can only have 1 person in motion at a time. And Jacoby Myers and Ashton Jeanty both moved at the same time. And none of them got back into their original state. We have 3 wide receivers out left. 1 right. Geno Smith, shotgun, back to pass, looking right. Ashton Jeanty breaks a tackle. He's got 3 touchdowns! He's legendary! Ashton Jeanty with his 3rd touchdown of the game. I told you in my storyline, he would have a breakout game. He gets a little angle route. He breaks a tackle. And he gets a touchdown. Ben Johnson, you should have taken the penalty because you let Ashton Jeanty walk right in for his 3rd touchdown of the game. Let's go! Oh my gosh. I'm telling you. Man, he's so slimy. He's so slimy. You can't bring this man down. That's his 3rd touchdown. That's his 3rd touchdown. Oh my gosh. Wow. And we haven't even scored a field goal yet. We haven't even scored a field goal yet. We've been just scoring touchdowns. We've been just scoring touchdowns, baby. Nationers, I'm telling you, this is what I like to see. Ashton Jeanty legacy game. Everyone said, not everyone. There were a lot of critics that said that he is a bust. I have stuck out with him. I knew that he would be stellar if he got into space. If he got in, with a good line, and he's been playing well. He had a 64-yard rushing touchdown, and he's had basically 2 10-yard receiving touchdowns. My fantasy is being carried by him. I am genuinely so happy I kept him in. I thought about moving him out because Javonte Williams, but I looked, and I was like, man, the Chicago Bears have let up a lot of rushing yards. He has 31 points and is leading my team right now. He is leading my team. Oh my goodness. I scored 151 points this week. Kendall, also, it's been good. Not very much has happened. I just woke up from a nap. Well, hey, does not hurt to wake up from a nap. Hopefully it was a good nap too. Hopefully. Always got to love a good nap. And especially on a weekend where you're just like chilling, having fun. Nationers, the Raiders do go up 21-16, but it is not going to be enough. I would like to get up by a few more, especially a field goal, because that would make it an 8-score game or an 8-point game, which would be a little bit more ideal, because if they just score a touchdown, they're going to go up by 2 again. So it is a little difficult, and we're going to need a stop. We're going to need a pick. We're going to need our defensive line to kind of carry us. but we cannot be too greedy. We need to let the Chicago Bears make mistakes where we let up a touchdown, we blitz, we brought all of our linebackers, and the unfortunate part is we let up a touchdown for Romeo Dunze on 3rd and 12 when we could have just held them to a field goal. Sucks. So, with that said, we're in game break right now. Looking at some of the other scores, Baltimore just scored. They scored their second touchdown. KC scores out of the half. Indianapolis scores. They're up 20-13. They also, that Jacksonville 49ers game, still 20-14 respectively. Did Tyler Loop miss the extra point? Oh, it was a field goal. Right. Because it was 10. That's right. That's right. That's right. All right. Nationers. Ashton Jeanty, man. I'm so happy I let him in. I would have been like kind of upset that he had a good game and he was on my bench for fantasy. Ashton Jeanty, first Raiders rookie with 3 touchdowns in a single game since November 30th of 1987 when Bo Jackson had 3 touchdowns as a Raiders rookie. He could still have a 4th. There's still a whole quarter and a half to go. Daniel Carlson back to kick. Here we go. Ball is up. Ball is down. Received at the 5-yard line. Back to the 20, 25, 30. Tackled at the 32-yard line. Okay. We like to see that. Stay calm. Stay good. We needed to get a nice stop here. That's certainly something that we need to do. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy though. I'm so happy. Oh man. I'm so happy. We're up again. We're up again. And most importantly, we're looking good. We are looking so good. Caleb Williams under center. 2 tight ends, both sides. 2 wide receivers, both sides. Gonna be a run. For number 25, Kyle Monaghan. I don't know if that's how you pronounce his last name, but that's how I'm looking at it. It's Monan guy. It's G-A-I though, so it might be gay. But that's going to be a 7-yard run, bringing up a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3 here. Here we go. Here we go. Come on now. We need it. We need it. We need it. Just get a stop here. Incompletion's good. Incompletion's good. We need this. Kyle Blue Kelly and man. Changing the formation. Covering. Jamal Adams switching over his assignment. Play action. Caleb Williams, deep drop. Steps up into the pocket. Realizes the man that he wants to go to is not there. Cross body. Oh, and it's batted. It's batted by Eric Stokes Jr. If he had dove and put his hands onto those ball, he could have got an interception. He could have had an interception. He's got to use his hands. He's got to use his hands. The Jacksonville Jaguars just got a punt return touchdown. By the way, cross body. Eric Stokes deep in coverage. Deep in coverage. Cross body. Oh, man, if only he jumped into him. He swatted it instead of like actually trying to grab it, which is really rough. So that brings up a 3rd and 3 here. 3 wide receivers out left. 1 out right. Looking for an easy slant route. Caleb Williams trying to sneak out for it. He's not going to get it. He's going to be a yard short. It's going to be 4th down and 1. Caleb Williams realizes that nobody was open. He had to take it to his own accord. So you got to use those feet. Starts tap dancing in the pocket. Of course, this is a Ben Johnson offense. He's going to go for it. 4th and 1 here. Uh-oh. Eric Stokes is down. He might have got blasted. This is going to be injury timeout here. Eric Stokes, someone that we cannot hope to lose. I don't know what's hurt. He's holding both of his knees. He's just kind of sitting up like you would in like a car seat, like a baby would. But he's like sitting up. I don't know what's happening. He's looking at his leg. He did look like he went down initially. Could be just like a little sprain. Could be a little strain. I'm hoping it's nothing too serious. We do have Darnay Holmes as a backup corner in there. Some other cornerbacks that could potentially play for us here. This could be also Darian Porter also in there. He's a rookie. But Darnay Holmes is definitely the next man up. We only come into the season with basically 5 cornerbacks. and 2 of them obviously play a bunch. And Jamal Adams, the linebacker, he just plays kind of as both, as a linebacker, cornerback type of guy. But unfortunately, Eric Stokes is down. So we're praying for him. We're hoping that he is A-okay. Alrighty, guys. 21-16, game break. Like I mentioned, Jacksonville scored on a punt return. Love to see that. I want to see if these Baltimore Ravens could come back, but it seems like KC's about to score, it seems like. They're 2nd and 9 at the Baltimore 10. Very interesting. Very interesting. We got to get this 4th and 1, though. We got to get it. I got to get this 4th and 1 here, Nationers. We're still in game break right now, but so far, Geno Smith is thrown. This is a wild stat line here. Geno Smith is 9 of 15 for 85 yards. He has 2 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. We are getting a masterclass out of Geno. Ashton Jeanty, 119 rushing yards on 14 carries and 1 touchdown. Jacoby Myers, 24 yards of receiving for 3 receptions. Like, what is that Ashton Jeanty? Not Ashton Jeanty. Geno Smith stat line. 85 yards of passing. 9 of 15, 2 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions. So basically, every time the ball does not make it to his receivers, it's either intercepted or dropped or just incomplete. Eric Stokes is going to go to the blue tent here. That means number 26, Darian Porter, our rookie out of Iowa State, is in. He will be our... Here we go. False start, please. Please. Yes. We get a false start on 4th and 1. Yes, let's go. I'm so happy. They were all pointing. The defensive line was just all pointing at the line. And I think it might be that Benedict. No, it was Cole Kmet, number 85. He's had a great game so far. You know, on 4th and 1, you cannot cost yourself a false start here, though. Looking at the play here. Yeah, he flinches. His butt flinched. His butt flinched. He knew it, too. He knew it. He flinched his butt. And it is what it is. They're going to punt it away here. Punt it away. Wow, this is deep. This one's going to be brought back. Oh, no, it's going to take a bounce. Oh, and it's going to take a bounce at the Raiders' 2-yard line. Oh, my goodness. And there is a flag on the play. And it might have been an error. I wonder if the first person to touch it was the first guy to that went out of bounds. Holding, receiving team. Halfway to the half distance to the end. Oh my gosh. They're talking. They're chirping. Okay, here we go. Holding, receiving team. Number 44. Which I think is that new tight end that we just picked up. No, that was Tommy Eichenberg. Cannot have that, man. Half the distance to the goal. So we're going to be down at the 1-yard line here, Nation Earth. And here's the thing. In most situations, you just run this. Most situations, you just run this. You cannot afford to run this here. You just can't. Because our line isn't good enough that we're guaranteed like a run up the middle, right? Unless you bring in like a jumbo package and get a bunch of blockers in there. Which we have Ian Thomas in there. We have Brock Bowers in there. But even then, it does not feel like enough. It does not feel like enough. But Ashton Jeanty only back in there. Heavy set line. Trey Tucker out to the right side. Geno Smith. Just get a nice little... Oh, it could be Trey Tucker in motion. Yeah, just get a QB sneak. I like that. That's smart. That's smart. That's smart because I don't think that we would have had a good enough line to protect Ashton Jeanty back there. He probably would have gotten a safety. And so we take out Stone Forsythe, who we brought in for that jumbo package. But Dennis Allen, who was the Saints head coach last season, he is now the defensive coordinator for the Bears. Now, Dennis Allen, he calls a great game. He's a great defensive coordinator. I think anyone that has watched his games, he's a great D head coach, great D head anything. He's just good. Under center here, going to be a run up the middle for Ashton Jeanty. Bounces out. He's going to get a loss of 1. That's not good. I would have liked to see a rollout pass of some sorts. Take it out wide. 49ers are pissing you off. I get that. Bring it up third down here. They did let up a punt return, I heard. Man, that must have been good. Bring up a punt return. 3rd and 8 here. Not necessarily the position that you would like to be in here. But 3rd and 8 for the Raiders. We're 1 of 4 on third down conversions in this game so far. Luckily, we have not had to get to third down a lot. We have trips left, bunch formation. Brock Bowers, single receiver on the line. Gets out, no sacks, Gino. Cross the middle. Jacoby Myers goes for about 5 yards. We're probably going to punt it away. They keep fumbling. Purdy throws so many interceptions. Our special team sucks. I mean, it makes sense why Brock Purdy would throw some interceptions just because he hasn't been with the team, like practicing playing. I mean, he has two interceptions. It's not necessarily great. I mean, Geno Smith has 3, so like... Mac Jones, here's the thing. Under Kyle Shanahan, a lot of quarterbacks looked really good in Kyle Shanahan's offense. He's a very system quarterback type of team. But yeah, I don't think Mac Jones is your starting quarterback. I hate to tell you that. I don't think so. Back to punt. AJ Cole. Gonna need a big one here. Ball is caught at the Chicago Bears 32. Brought Bass to the 40, 45, 50. Devin Duvernay bringing Bass midfield to the Raiders 49. Also, the Rams tie it up, by the way. They tie it up. Puka Nacua receiving touchdown. My sister's going to be happy seeing that on her fantasy. My sister will be happy to see that on her fantasy. Wow, 142 points. Puka Nacua has 36 points. Wow. I have 151 points? Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. I could have 153 points if Ashton Jeanty did not fumble. But man, this is... I didn't even have my best lineup out there. I'm still missing some of my tight end. My wide receiver core is like all right. Not great. Here we go. Luther Burden. Little screen bubble pass. He gets back to the line of scrimmage before getting tackled for a gain of 0 on 1st and 10. Here we go. We're going to need to stop here. Again, they have basically half the field to go, which I'm not too upset about, but that punt was crazy good by their punter. We cannot have something like that happen again, where he gets us down at the 2-yard line. Torrey Taylor cannot have that one. Caleb Williams, under center. 2 tight ends set to the left. Wide receivers out wide. Hikes it. Pitch out to... Oh, come on. You cannot. That's a broken tackle. 2 broken tackles. Devin White. Got to get there. That's going to be for... What's his name? Kyle Monaghay. I'm sorry, Junior. Hey, it is not over. Oh, is it another turnover? I see that the Jacksonville Jaguars have the ball again. Was it a fumble? Or did they just get the ball back? I'm not too sure what happened there. So, 3rd and 1 here, Nationers. The end of the 3rd quarter is upon us. It's quite over. Oh, it's 4th? You have a whole quarter to go. You have a whole quarter to go. You have 13 minutes left, and it's a 12-score game. That's 2 touchdowns. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. That's funny. What do your team stats look like? So you have... I mean, you guys have pretty equal offense, total yards. You have a lot of passing. Your rushing has been awful. Your time of possession has been pretty equal. Penalties have killed the Jags. I have generally no clue how you guys are not winning this game, by the way. They have 11 penalties for 80 yards. What do you mean? That's a whole football field. And you're still losing? Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. That's crazy. That's absolutely buffoonery. What is Geno Smith's? He's got a 78 rating. Surprised that's not lower. What does Caleb Williams have? 67? How does Geno Smith throw for 3 picks and have a higher... What do you mean? He has a higher QBR rating. Oh my gosh. They return... Oh, right. Yeah, that's also including special teams. That's right. You're right. That's right. Well, it seems like the Jags offense can't get anything going. So if your special teams can get it together in this next quarter, I think you guys will be okay. I think you guys will be fine. I hope that you guys will be fine. Oh my gosh. Alrighty. Wow. Oh, somebody, no. Okay, perfect. Perfecto. All right, looking good here. Boom, 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 boom. Got a game break. After 3, man. We got to get a stop here. It's going to be important that we do. Casey's balling out, by the way. Casey is balling out. Patrick Mahomes got 3 touchdowns. Oh, my gosh. I guarantee you the conversation this week is going to be like, oh, Chiefs are Super Bowl contenders. They're back. How are they giving up that much yardage, man? That's crazy. 250 yards passing, 88 yards rushing. Ay. Come on, Lamar. I believe in you. All right, back to the game cast here. 3rd and 1 here. 4th quarter is upon us. Pitch out to DeAndre Swift. He's going to get this first down and some. Down to the 30. Down at the 26-yard line. DeAndre Swift gets a handful of yards after the line to gain, and that's going to bring up a 1st and 10 for the Chicago Bears, man. Yes, Bears going to win the Super Bowl. That is diabolical. Let me see my screenshots, what I had them going. Let me just see. Because I have a screenshot of it. I know that I do. I had the Bears going. We're missing a play here. I had them going 8 and 9. First down for Kyle Monaghan, but there is a flag in on the play. Bears down Super Bowl run. If they make it to the Super Bowl somehow, this is going to be like the 08 Giants and like the 2011 Giants. Holding offense. That's going to go on Jonah Jackson, offensive lineman out of Ohio State, 6th year, actually. So holding on a run play, man, especially in your 6th year, 7th year even, should not be like this. It should not be. Yeah, it's a blatant hold. Blatant hold on Jonah Lalu. Is that Jonah Lalu? Who's 69? Adam Butler, excuse me. I should know that that's Adam Butler. If you guys haven't watched my Raiders rebuild, he had an amazing fumble returned in our game against the Commanders. Caleb Williams, shotgun position, back to pass, looking across to his left. That's going to go for Alameda Zaccheaus for a gain of 10. I don't remember the last time they made it to the Super Bowl. Oh, you're talking like in the 80s. Last time the Bears made the Super Bowl. February. Oh, they actually made it in 07. They lost to the Colts in 07. I thought it was going to be a little longer than that, but here we are. 2 wide receivers out right, 1 tight end left. Luther Burden moving right to left. Shotgun position, back to pass. Looking right. And it's just behind the running back. Intended for, where is his number? Why can I not find it? Kyle Monaghan. And there's a flagging on the play again. By the way, that Colts-Rams game's 2020 right now. 2:10 left, and the Colts have the ball. Illegal hands to the face defense. Illegal contact. Is that going to go on Darian Porter? It's going to go on Jermaine Pratt. Come on, man. Jermaine Pratt. 8th year out of NC State. You cannot have that illegal contact. He was in coverage here on Cole Kmet. Just touched him a little bit too late. Unfortunate. Not something you... That's such a poor illegal contact, too. You could touch him within the first 3 yards. You could not touch him after that, which is kind of... Such a dumb rule. That's going to be a 1st and 10, though, at the the Raiders 19.5-yard line. Trips left formation, 2 out wide right. Shotgun position, empty set. Caleb Williams looking right, looking for the slant. He gets the out route, and he gets hit. Zacchaeus Alameda. Zacchaeus gets hit by Isaiah Palomalu after the gain of 5. By the way, 07, they might as well retire the team. Well, wait till you hear about the Miami Dolphins or the Jets. Jets have not made the Super Bowl in a very long time. Even the Raiders, too. It's been very sad. Sell the 49ers. One bad game and fandom's falling apart. 2 wide receivers out wide left. Tight end on the right side of the formation with Romeo Dunze there as well. DeAndre Swift in the game. Looking across the middle. It's going to be batted at the line. Max Crosby on a pass deflection again? Is that what's going on? 3rd and 5 coming up here, Nationers. We need to stop. We need to hold him to 3. Keep him at bay. But Max Crosby, was he in on another pass deflection? That is 3rd of the game. He's looking there, waiting. Gets his hand in on it. They traded for Sky Moore because you don't have Brandon Ayuk and you lost Deebo Samuel. That's why you have Sky Moore. You trade a 6th-round pick for him. 1985 for the Dolphins. Crazy. Wait till you hear about the Jets. Oh, man. It's been a long time. 3rd and 5 here, Nationers. We need to stop. If they obviously get a first down, it would be 1st and goal. And it's a fumble! Yes! It's a fumble! Caleb Williams was not ready for the snap. It goes either between his legs or goes over him. Adam Butler is T-posing on the field. That's going to bring up a long field goal for Cairo Santos. Ben Johnson, this offense just did not get the snap count down. This is just like Super Bowl 50 all over again when Peyton Manning did not realize the ball was coming to him. And it just goes right off the left hip of Caleb Williams. He did not get his hands on the ball. And that's going to be down at the Raiders 35-yard line, 33-yard line. So this is going to be a 51-yard attempt here. 51 yards for your Bears. Kick is up. And Cairo Santos is good. 19. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Sunkin. 1969 is even worse. Who would want to play those teams? I mean, very early adoption. I mean, football's been around for a while, but the skill sets did not catch up until like the 70s. But yeah. Who's another team that hasn't made the Super Bowl in a long time? Miami, Jets, Colts have made it. Green Bay's made it. Steelers have made it. Bengals? Oh, like the Titans haven't made a Super Bowl. The Texans haven't made a Super Bowl. Some teams haven't even made a Super Bowl, okay? Sometimes players don't go for a Super Bowl. Yeah, 50 years is crazy. But man, I hope that you guys have been enjoying the play calls because this has been one of my favorite games to watch so far. Ashton Genty's had a great game. I love the thumbnail. What are your guys' thoughts on this thumbnail, by the way? You guys can't really see it. Let me see if I can zoom in on it here. What are you guys' thoughts on this thumbnail, by the way? You guys like it? You guys like this thumbnail? It's this one right here. You guys like this thumbnail? I like that thumbnail. I like this thumbnail a lot. Lions have not made a Super Bowl. That is true. That is true. Tough. Thank you. There was a creator called Samoan Raider, and he had like a game break. Like he does like a week 1 kind of like things to know before the matchup. And I really liked his thumbnail format for it. And so I tried to replicate it, add things of my own that I thought were good. And yeah, I'm super happy about that. Super duper happy. Hold on. This is going to seem super dumb. Paste. Copy. Let me paste reference. What about if I change this to 21? Oh, that's paste reference. Okay, hold on. Let me delete this. I'm doing something here really, really fast. You wish to remove, yes. So let me paste as duplicate. So if I change this to 21, it should overlay. Okay, perfect. So 19 points here. Okay. I'm going to change this property. What about Benny? No, that score is like way too thin. That score is like way too thin. Yeah, it's like way too thin. A good try though. Good try though. It's a very thin font. By the way, isn't the Super Bowl what the teams are kind of going for? Yes. So typically teams are trying to make the Super Bowl. Now, in theory, there are teams, especially when they know that they're not going to make the Super Bowl, and at least not the playoffs, that they do kind of like tank and they maybe lose a few games and maybe not perform as well. The Raiders, Raheem Mostert brings it out to the 25-yard line here. So typically, yes, most teams and good teams are trying to win a Super Bowl every single year because, you know, you want to win the championship, you want to win the big game, you want to make it deep into the playoffs. But the deeper you make it to the playoffs, the lower you are in your draft position. Now, again, when you see some people on the verge, some people are like, hey, maybe we should just kind of go for a reset. Football is really hard to do that because there's so many players. So, like, the one thing is when you have, like, a team like the Giants. Like, the Giants have not been good for a handful of years. We're going to get back to this. I'll touch on this here. We have trips left formation. Ian Thomas on the right side of the line. Trey Tucker in motion. Run pitch out to Ashton Jeanty. Gets him out wide. He breaks a tackle. He gets a first down. Let's go. It might be a 2nd and 1, but it looked like a first down for Ashton Jeanty. We like to see that. He's looking good. He's out of breath. Is he okay? Is he okay? He looks like he's shaken up after the play. The trainers need to talk to him. Uh-oh. Don't tell me those ankles are broken. You're breaking ankles, not your own. So, yeah, by the way, do the Raiders think every season, why do they never make the playoffs? We've always been in the hunt, but we've never been in the playoffs. We've been in the playoffs in 2016, and we've been in the playoffs in 2022 or 2021. We've always been in the hunt. We've been a very mid-team, like very 50% win percentage. So our wins and losses look the exact same. Run up the middle for Raheem Mostert, and he breaks open past the 50, 45, 40, 35, 30. Raheem Mostert! This Bears defense, just so you guys know, has given up how much yards? How many yards? 227 rushing yards so far. It was a 38-yard run for Raheem Mostert. He's going to be a great backup running back for Ashton Jeanty. And, I mean, he's great. He had the most touchdowns with 28 when he was down in Miami. Oh, my gosh. 228 rushing yards. 8 fantasy points. Is that a good thing for you, or is that a bad thing? Because his snap percentage is not high. Jakobi Meyers in motion. Right to left. Stutter steps. It is man formation. Man coverage. Raheem Mostert on the right side of the line. He gets down after a gain of 2. 2nd and 8. Oh, nice. That's fair. That's fair. I mean, 8 fantasy points is not bad. That's 3.8 there. And he's probably got a few passing. Yeah, he had one right before the half. He had a catch. So, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, he's probably at like 7.8, 7.9. Alrighty, guys. We are cruising. We are cruising. We're making it. Worth it. 2nd and 8 here. 3 wide receivers out left. Brock Bowers in motion. Left to right. Geno Smith looking right. Brock Bowers. Boundary line. Nice little 8-yard out route. 6-yard out route. Excuse me. Okay. 3rd and 2 coming up here. Rams go up, by the way. The Rams go up. The Rams are up 27-20. Can Daniel Jones bring back the Indianapolis Colts? We also have a score by the San Francisco 49ers. 21-26 right now. Come on now. I'm telling you, it's not over until it's over. Alrighty, trips left formation. 1 tight end set to the right. Ashton Jeanty. Trey Tucker in motion. Pitch out to Ashton Jeanty again. Just needs to break a tackle. He does. He breaks 2. He breaks 3. He breaks 4. He's down at the 8-yard line. You cannot bring AJ 2. Big Deuce down. Can he get his 4th touchdown, by the way? Can he get his 4th touchdown and be the leading rookie player for the Raiders since Bo Jackson? He tied Bo Jackson's record of 3 touchdowns in a single game. Can Ashton Jeanty go for 4? I thought this run might do it. Oh my gosh, Ashton Jeanty. People, if you watch film and you've watched these games and you understand football, since week 1, he has been a top 5 back. Give him some space, give him a good O-line, he would be a top 5 back in the league, and he is. He's proven it today. Brock Bowers in motion. Ashton Jeanty bounces, cuts back. Going to be a loss of 1. I mean, yeah, you look at the Detroit Lions, they're definitely the biggest 1-2 punch. I don't think we're nearing like a top 5. We might be like a top 10. You know, we might be like a top 10. But I think, again, if you're talking like power rankings, we're moving up there in terms of our running back room for sure. Because Ashton Jeanty's a great player. Again, you kind of do base that on potential, at least in terms of that. I know I've kind of mentioned you kind of base it on what it is now, but they could be a top 5. Brock Bowers in motion, trips right formation. Defense is calling an audible. Geno Smith, no interceptions here. Ashton Jeanty moves to the right side. Run up the middle. Ashton Jeanty going to be a loss of 4. Technically not down. There he goes. Stop looking at facts, buddy. Facts, you can't disprove what's going on in the game. Stats do not lie. Stats do not lie. Geno Smith has the most interceptions in the league right now with 7. Let's hope he does not increase that with 8. It is 3rd and goal here. We need a big run or a big play. Trey Tucker, of course. Brock Bowers is get them some touches. Brock Bowers not a super heavy touchdown type of guy. He only had 5 in his rookie season with 112 receptions. Trips right formation. Brock Bowers on the left side. Geno Smith, shotgun, back to pass. Looking across the middle. He hits Dante Thorne and he doesn't catch it. It's going to be a field goal. It's going to be a field goal. It's going to be a field goal attempt. Not exactly what you're looking for there. Could have been another touchdown for Geno. Having 3 touchdowns and 3 picks would have been insane. It was a little low of a pass, though. That's just too low of a pass. It's at his knees. That is at his knees. That is not... and it hits his hands, too. That could have been crazy. It could have been a good touchdown. Dante Thornton Jr., rookie out of Tennessee. You know, you're gonna have drop passes. It happens. But this season, Daniel Carlson, 6 of 7 field goals this season, hoping to make it 7 of 8. Here we go. This is going to be a 29-yard field goal attempt to make the score 19-24. Here we go. Snap is up. Kick is good. Should be good. Yes, perfect. There we go. Exactly, meaning Geno Smith is washed at Las Vegas is a good quarterback room. You're saying that we have a good quarterback room? That's crazy to say. We maybe have one good quarterback. I mean, Aiden O'Connell could definitely hold his own, but he's injured. Kenny Pickett is our backup quarterback. Not really. He's another quarterback we have on the team. The other quarterback that we do have that we picked up, oh my gosh, who else did we pick up? Why do I not remember? We picked him up like right before the season. Oh, sorry, running back room. Right. Sorry. Sorry, I saw B and I immediately said QB room. But you also have to remember, if we're talking about facts here, Geno Smith has thrown for 277 yards on average throughout his first 3 games. He only has 100 here, so that's obviously going to lower. But that tied for 3rd most in the league. So it's not that he's washed, it's that you're getting the Geno Smith special, okay? But we do head to game break here. The Rams are up, and they do actually have the ball here. I wonder if they got a turnover or anything. Jacksonville still has the ball. KC's already washed Baltimore. I don't know what it is, but Baltimore, what is their defense calling, man? I mean, if that, you could get the ball back. You were talking about, oh no, this game's over. I watched plenty of basketball games. I watched plenty of football games in my time. It is not over until it is over, and I'll tell you that. I will tell you that. I have seen some miracles. I have seen some crazy comebacks. Week 1, Buffalo, the Minnesota Miracle, Aaron Rodgers to Rodgers in 2016. I have seen some insane comebacks. It's not 2 possessions. They score a field goal, it's 29-21. That's an 8-point game. That's lock in, Junior. Lock in, Junior. It's an 8-point game if they score it. You can score 8 points if you score a touchdown in a 2-point conversion. The math is mathing here. The math most definitely is mathing here. Okay, lock in, Junior. And it looks like the kick is not good. The kick is not good. It's still a 5-point game here. Looking at the game cast, it is wide right for Cam Little, somebody that's been automatic all season. He is going to miss possibly, I believe, his first kick of the game. Guys could win it. You guys have 3:32 left. Looking for Christian McCaffrey, of course. Ricky Pearsall was questionable. I don't know if he's back into the game. Kick return here for the Bears. Caught at the 6-yard line. Luther Burden going to be down at the 31-yard line. Second missed kick. Kind of crazy. I'm not going to lie. Kind of crazy. Alrighty. Raiders back on the defense here. We are still up, but we're only up by 5 points. So that means a touchdown would still mean we are down. But looking at how much time left, we cannot let these Bears score, because if they score, we're going to have to go down. We could potentially get a field goal to go up by 1, which is not ideal. Luckily, this time around in this half, both teams have all 3 timeouts. We have 2 tight end sets, wide receivers on both sides. Under center, going to be a play action. Caleb Williams, back to pass. Slings it to DeAndre Swift for a gain of 5. Nationers, we're here. Come on. Got to get a stop. You guys are at the 52. Crazy. 2nd and 5 here. Caleb Williams under center. 3 receivers out to the right. 1 left. There's going to be a run to the left for DeAndre Swift here. You can already tell. See this formation. Oh, look at that. He busts open for a 7-yard gain, and it was a run to the left for DeAndre Swift. I've been watching this game. I've been seeing the tendencies. I've been seeing the play calls. And yeah. Kind of crazy. When you watch these film breakdowns and you try and do your best. You see these calls here. Okay. So we have 2 wide receivers out right. Tight end on the left. Play action. Caleb Williams looking left, looking right, looking to run, holding, and it's going to be caught by DJ Moore. There should be a flag on the play. How is there no hold there? What are we talking about? You're telling me there's no hold on that? Our guy Thomas Booker couldn't even get off the line. He couldn't even get off the line. Oh my gosh. He was trying to go rush the quarterback and couldn't even get off his man because he's being held. What are we doing, backfield ref? 3 wide receivers out right. 2 tight end set, that is. Play action. Caleb Williams looks deep. Check down to DeAndre Swift. Breaks a tackle. Down after 6 yards. Okay. Got to stop him here. Going to be down at the 30-ish yard line. It's going to be a gain of 7 here. Going to be a gain of 7. Going to be down at the 30-ish yard line here. No, this is the play before here. No, it's not. Oh, yeah, man. If he just looked for Cole Kmet. Cole Kmet has been able to get behind the defense a lot. 2nd and 3 here. We need a stop. We cannot let them get a touchdown. They are charging. 2 tight ends, both sides. Wide receivers, both sides. Looking for a false start. Man, we have been able to get that left side of the line. False starts. This is our 3rd false start this game. We love to see that. Is that going to be on Joe Thuney? Should not be. It's going to be Cole Kmet again. He gets a 2nd false start of the game. That comes after we had Theo Benedette. He had a false start earlier this game. Double false start, by the way. We had a false start for Cole Kmet and also Durham Smythe. We had a double false start, which is kind of crazy. 2 tight ends. Pump fake. Caleb Williams steps up in the pocket. Looking to run. Gets a first down. Devin White clips his ankles. And he slides at the Raiders' 28-yard line. Okay, Caleb Williams. Let's start cooking. It's not what I like to see. But just as quick as you could cook, you're going to throw an interception, okay? This is what's going to happen. Caleb Williams. He's going to try and get greedy. And Isaiah Palomalu is going to get a pick. I'm going to call it here. I'm going to call it right now. He's been able to be mobile on his feet just like he was back in the USC days, but we need a stop for the Raiders. They want to stay in. There's 2 tight ends to the left. Wide receivers out to each side. DeAndre Swift, pitch out left. Pancake block. And Devin White, tackle for loss. Brings up second down. Let's go. I'm telling you, we need these negative plays. The Chicago Bears will beat themselves up. They continually get into this red zone offense or just right outside the red zone, and they get a false start. They get a holding call. They get something that would be a negative play. And even if it's not a flag, it is a tackle for loss by Devin White. Woohoo! Here we go. 11 negative yard plays for the Chicago Bears. Telling you. They get Max Crosby involved. He's on the right side alignment. Jermaine Pratt giving him a little. Burst up the middle. Romeo Dunze gets a crossing route, and he gets a first down. Romeo Dunze sits down, and he gets more. How can we not tackle there, man? Where is the pursuit? Where is the pursuit? If nobody's going to tackle this man, oh my gosh, no, you can't do that, man. Nobody's coming into your zone, Caillou Blue. Nobody's going into your zone. This is why I hate zone defenses. People are like, oh no, this is yours. What are we doing? It's the guy that's in front of you, the guy, like, if you can see the guy to your left, he's not going to get behind you. I mean, I understand it's an assignment. And this is going to be the 2-minute warning here, Nationers. 2-minute warning here, okay? Raider Nation and the Raider defense needs a huge stop. That Dante Thornton drop is crucial. We obviously lost a lot of possessions with Geno Smith because he has turned over the ball 3 times. We also had a turnover on downs, so we've had 4 turnovers this game. And it would not be good to go down 1-3 record. Have a 1-3 record. Uh-oh. Jacksonville has the ball back at 2 minutes. Brock Purdy throws another interception. Is that what I'm hearing here? Is that what I'm hearing? Fumble. It's actually a fumble. Uh-oh. That's not good. Oh, and he was sacked. Damn. He threw for 300 yards, too. He was slinging that thing. Into the game cast for this game. Patrick Mahomes. Oh, Lamar Jackson's questionable. Who's in then? Who's in? Cooper Rush. Cooper Rush is in. I wonder what happened to Lamar. Let's hope nothing bad happened to him. I wonder. That makes so much more sense why this offense has been very stagnant. Yeah, I think the Rams actually won. I think the Rams won, man. The Rams did win 27-20. Puka Nacua, 13 receptions, 170 yards, and a touchdown. Torched the defense. Devontae Adams had a touchdown. He had 4 receptions for 56 yards and a touchdown. Like to see that. Tutu Atwell's been great. Could be an additional pickup, but Devontae Adams, somebody that they've been going to. Puka had 13 receptions. What are you doing on the defensive end to let up 13 receptions? But to be fair, that is kind of crazy. I'm not going to lie. That's kind of crazy. That is nuts. Yeah, it looks like the Jags game is possibly over. It seems like the 49ers have used all of their timeouts, but it is 3rd and 13. So they're trying to kneel. They're trying to get this clock to go down. And they're probably going to kick a field goal here. Seems like that's the plan. We're in game break now. 2-minute warning here, Nationers. We got to get a stop. We need to get a stop. Okay? We cannot let anything in, okay? Cannot let anything in touchdown-wise. We cannot let up a touchdown here. The Black Hole Raider Nation. We got to get this thing going. Oh, man. I like that helmet, by the way. That helmet looked really cool. They had like a little bear helmet, like a bear hat. That was kind of cool. So, 1st and 10 from the Raiders' 13-yard line. Defense needs to get a stop here. 2 wide receivers, both sides. Cole Kmet in motion left to right. Across the middle. Caleb Williams under pressure. Max Crosby gets a hit on him. Nice. And it's going to be wide. Jamal Adams on the coverage. Let's go. Come on now. Max Crosby did get a hand in there too. He got a hand in there. Just needs to get the sack next time. I'm telling you, DPOY season's coming up for Max Crosby's. Looked a little silent throughout the past few games. Got to get a sack in there, man. Steps up in there. But, hey, that rush allowed them to go forward and was able to bring up 2nd and 10. They're going to do a little screen pass here. They haven't ran a screen pass in a while. They have 3 wide receivers out right, 1 left, running back to the right. So, excuse me, to the left. Steps up. Caleb Williams steps up. Tries to move on his feet. Caleb Williams going to get out. Luckily, no flag there. Max Crosby, man, he's been bringing the heat. Caleb Williams has been under immense pressure, not just from the social media. Oh, Eric Stokes is questionable with a knee injury. That makes sense. He's still padded up, but I don't think he'll be coming back. 3rd and 3 here. Very crucial down. They can milk a lot of clock here too, and he was able to get out of bounds, so they're not wasting a lot of times. They have 1:45 left on the clock. Darian Porter would be in, again, with Eric Stokes out with a knee injury. Questionable to return. Here we go. Raider Nation, we got to be loud. I mean, we're not at the stadium, but here we go. Run up the middle. DeAndre Swift gets a first down, though. He's going to get a first down, which unfortunately means he's going to milk more clock. That is not what you want to see there. Damn. No, you got to let him get a touchdown. You got to let him get a touchdown. You got to pick him up and let him get a touchdown. We're going to need to pick here or fumble. That's what we need here. Nations, what do you think is going to happen? Do you think it's going to be a Chicago touchdown, a Chicago field goal, which obviously they cannot afford at this point? They're going to go for a touchdown anyways. So no field goal, but do you think it's going to be a touchdown? Do you think it's going to be a turnover on downs? Do you think the Raiders are going to get a fumble? Do you think they're going to get an interception? Let me know in the chat what you think is going to happen, because it is 1st and goal from the Raiders' 3-yard line. If I'm the Raiders, you got to let them score. You have to let them score. Give yourself enough time. We did just take a timeout. 1:39 left. Under 2 minutes. 1st and goal for the Bears. 2 tight ends set to the right. 2 wide receivers out left. Caleb Williams under center. Tight end in motion. Right to left. Run to the left. Yep, let him go. Let him go. Yep, they get the touchdown. 1:34 left to work. And here's the good part. They're going to be up. They're going to be up 25. Excuse me, 25. They kick an extra point, which I don't think they will. It's going to be 26. They're going to go for 2 here. That's what they have to do. But luckily, we would only need a field goal regardless. So they're going to go for 2 here. This is where it's crucial. We need to stop here. And I'm glad that we let them score early. 1:34 left on the clock. Obviously, the Bears up right now, but again, we at least have the ball and we have a chance to go get it. Now, if we get a stop here, we only need a field goal. We'll need a field goal regardless, but that's going to dictate whether we win or we bring it to overtime. 3 wide receivers outright. Royal Dunze in motion. Can be a rub route. Cross the middle. Caleb Williams steps up. Cross back. It's picked. Nice. Very nice. Very nice. So it's going to be 25-24. Very happy about that. Jermaine Pratt in on the quote-unquote interception. Caleb Williams again tossing crossbody, tries to get it to his tight end. That should be a live ball. No? That very well could have been a live ball. I don't know if it touched the ground, but could have been a live ball there, just based on the reaction by Jeremy Chin. Okay, Nationers, we got to go down. We got to get a field goal. This is what we are yearning for. It is a big-time field goal by our big-time kicker, Daniel Carlson. Oh, man, I need to, there's like a little fly, little gnat, little thing scrounging around. Oh, man. We're going to need it. Geno Smith, we do not need to set a career high in interceptions, okay? We do not need to do that. Looking at my fantasy here really fast, okay? I mean, I'm definitely winning. There's no way that one person, Evan Ingram for the Broncos, is getting 70 points. 70 points. No way. Kick is up. Here we go. Kick is deep. Dylan Laube caught at the 4-yard line. Needs to bring it back. Needs a good return here. Goes out right. No hold. Very nice. Dylan Laube brings it out to, I believe, the 40-yard line. Dylan Laube, my guy. No holding calls like we have had on 2 kick returns so far. He's going to bring it out to the Raiders 42. We really only need 30 yards in a minute and 27 to go. We obviously need to milk a lot of clock, but we also need to be careful of the ball, okay? We need to be careful of the ball. I think just running, running's probably going to be the best. We burn some clock. We got to get some yards. 3 wide receivers out left. 1 right. Geno Smith. Checking with his line, checking the protection. They're going to drop off here. They're going to drop off. Ashton Jeanty to his right. Shotgun position. Snaps it. Brings the blitz. Geno Smith takes the pressure. Brock Bowers gets out of bounds. Very nice after a gain of 7. Let's go. Let's go. We like to see that. Daniel Carlson, the man on the screen right now. Somebody that has a big leg. His career long is 57. His long of this year is 54. So we would need to get to the 37-yard line to get us to the 55. Brock Bowers on a little flip right to the flat. He's going to be tackled inbounds at the 43-yard line. Okay. 1:14 left. We are looking good. We are feeling good. 1 minute left. Plenty of time. Plenty of time. Just don't make any errors. We need to get to the 30. If we could get into like the 30-yard line, I'd be pretty comfortable with Daniel kicking it. Field goal target line is the 37 right now. Should be a 55-yard kick. Geno Smith flipping it out to Trey Tucker. Just get out of bounds. Get a few yards. Get out of bounds. Very nice. Very nice. I like that on first down. Bringing up second down. Come on now. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it for Pete. Do it for Daniel. Do it for Ashton Jeanty legacy game, man. 135 yards rushing. 1 rushing touchdown, 2 total touchdowns. That's not even including his receiving yards. Yes, nice. Ashton Jeanty up the middle. Keep ball security, please. Don't make a rookie mistake. He gets to the 30-yard line. It's not a first down yet. If we could get a first down here, this could mean that... Oh, no. Oh, no. Somebody's hurt. Somebody's hurt. Colton Miller with a right shoulder. He's pointing at his right shoulder. He was dealing with a right shoulder injury prior to the season, so he might go down. He's definitely our best lineman here. Geno Smith obviously looking frustrated. That right shoulder, it looks like, was maybe contorted. He's in a lot of pain for sure. We're going to have to use a timeout so we don't burn any clock here. Come on, man. We need it. We need it. If this is going to be the storytell where we lose our left tackle and then we get a blocked kick. I don't want to speak it into existence, but that's the things that have been happening this year. So many blocked kicks. There was 5 last week. Cannot have that happen, man. Cannot have that happen. We are going to need a few more yards here for sure, but we also need to kick the ball. We also need to kick the ball. That is going to be huge. We are going to need, I would like a few more yards just so Daniel can, be comfortable with a long 40. But, man, how about that Vikings-Steeler game earlier today? I heard that game was really good. Looking at some of their stats here, Carson Wentz had 350 passing yards. It's crazy. Kenneth Gainwell had 2 touchdowns for 99. DK Metcalf had like an 80-yard touchdown. That was crazy. Looking at some of the box score here. Yeah. Justin Jefferson went 10 receptions for 126. Jordan Addison had 4 of 114. Like, Carson Wentz was slinging that thing, man. Make him the starting quarterback. Jeez. I would be more happy with that instead of Mac Jones starting. Brock Purdy's by far the better quarterback in the Bay Area. Obviously, he had 2 really good games, but you also played the Saints, if I'm not wrong. Who did you play in these last 2 games? I mean, it's kind of crazy you guys were 3-1. The 49ers are 3-1. You played the Cardinals and the Saints. Yeah. Barely squeaked out with a win in Seattle. The Saints win should have happened. I'm surprised they also scored as much as they did. The Cardinals game, 16-15. That's kind of crazy. Kind of crazy there. But also James Conner went down, which, that was a huge loss for Carolina. Or not Carolina, the Cardinals. We're at game break here. Obviously, had to use, so the one rule about when the clock is running under 2 minutes, if somebody does get injured on your team, you can use your timeout to stop the clock, or you're going to have a 10-second runoff. So, to avoid a 10-second runoff, we bring a 3rd and 2. Colton Miller, I don't think is going to be in there. He's obviously going to be the guy out. So that means number 70, Stone Forsythe, is going to be brought in. He's going to be our left tackle for this play. Do we do a little jail screen to the left? Do we do Ashton Jeanty up the middle? I think you just do the jail screen to Trey Tucker. Just no interceptions. Run up the middle for Ashton Jeanty. He's going to be tackled for a loss of 1. The kick is going to have to happen here. The kick will happen here. at the 36-yard line. This is going to be a near... This is going to be a near... career long. It's going to be a near career long for Daniel Carlson. We got to send out the kicking unit. The Bears do have 2 more timeouts. So, like, obviously, if we do kick this, they could still kick it. They could still kick it. If they have 2 timeouts, we're going to need, obviously... we obviously need to make this kick. That's going to be the most important. If we miss it, the game's over for sure. Daniel Carlson has 7 career game-winning field goals in under 2 minutes. He has been very clutch under 2. Here we go. Here we go. 54-yard attempt. This is a season long for Daniel Carlson. I get nervous because I've seen this so many times. Daniel Carlson, 54-yard attempt. Snap is up. Kick is down. Kick is blocked. I told you. I told you. I called it. There would have been a blocked field goal attempt, man. I told you guys. And you know what's even crazier? It didn't even happen on the right side. Didn't even happen where we lost our left tackle. I spoken into existence, man. Spoken into existence. The Raiders are going to fall to 1-3. Man, we had a great game, by the way. We had a fantastic game. We obviously let up a touchdown there at the end. That Dante Thornton catch is going to come back to haunt us. I still think the Raiders look very good in terms of offense, other than just the interceptions. If you can mitigate the interceptions, life is going to be good, man. The Raiders are a 1-3 team. Ashton Jeanty legacy game. It's a nice score, 25-24. What a very odd score, by the way. I don't know how many games in history have ended with that score. StatMuse. That's kind of crazy. Damn. How many games have ended with a score of 25-24 NFL? Let's see. I didn't understand your... How many games have ended with a score of 25-24? What do you mean? It's giving an error. It doesn't know what I'm asking. How many games have ended with a score of 25-24 in the NFL? Nationers, there have been 18 games. Regular season and postseason games. There have been 18 games that have ended with a score. So this is the 19th game ever that have ended with a score of 25-24. It's not super common. The last one was in 2024, so last December. The one prior was September of 23, 22, 21, and then there's a big gap. 2014, 09, 07, 04, 01, 99, 98, 96, 93. So it happens on average every 3-ish years, which is kind of nuts that this score happens every 3 years. Nationers, I do want to thank you guys so much for tuning in to today's coverage. My play-by-play of the Raiders versus the Chicago Bears. The Raiders do fall to 1-3. Ashton Jeanty had a legacy game with 3 total touchdowns and 138 yards of rushing. Geno Smith threw for a career high yet again with 3 interceptions. This is something that I hope we can continue to work on. Colton Miller goes down late in this game. If you guys haven't already, make sure to leave a like on this live stream. And most importantly, make sure to subscribe, because we're coming back next week for our game against the Indianapolis Colts, where Danny Dimes, Indiana Jones, Jonathan Taylor, and the receiving core over there are going to be taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Make sure to hit that subscribe button in case you guys haven't already. Join the nation today, and I will see you guys next week for my coverage of the Raiders versus the Colts. Boom shakalaka. I'll see you guys later. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to leave a like. I'll see you guys later. Thank you guys again so much for tuning in. 07 and peace.